Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sports Beyond Cancer. This is your very own sports journalist, Saurav Vittalmurthy, welcoming you all to this Indian Premier League watch-along live commentary, professional style of stream here. This is your very own sports journalist, Saurav Vittalmurthy, currently back in my fifth cancer, and I would like to take this opportunity to welcome you all to this live watch-along of this game here between Delhi Capitals and Chennai Super Kings. Delhi Capitals earlier winning the toss and straight away deciding to bat first. Delhi Capitals currently at the number 7th in the points table, and CSK find themselves in number 6 in the points table here. It's going to be a one hell of a contest here. It's going to be a mid-table clash here as Delhi Capitals won the toss earlier this evening here in the Arun Jaitley Stadium and did not hesitate to bat first. A couple of changes here for CSK because Ramkrishna Ghosh was injured in the previous game, his debut game. Unfortunately, Ramkrishna Ghosh, who was looking promising, CSK had to tinker around with the squad a little bit, the playing 11 tonight, and they had to bring in the likes of Akil Hussain and Gurjapneet Singh tonight here, and Prashant Veer also will miss out here. And 3.2 overs, 19 for no loss. That is the scenario out here. And this time a lot of width on offer from Chowdhury, and banged in shot, shaping away from the right-hander, and he cuts it in the air over the sweeper, towards the sweeper cover in there. One bounce into the mountain there, 4 runs here. Hi Arun Mudi, lovely to have you here. Wonderful to have you here, Arun Mudi. Hope you're doing good and hope you're having a wonderful time out here on Sports Beyond Cancer. Wonderful to have your message. And hopefully you'll hit the subscribe and share with your friends and family. It's wonderful. It's Tuesday evening, and we are here coming in live from the Arun Jaitley Stadium here in Delhi, and that's the scenario here with both the teams eager to get 2 points on board tonight, and Delhi Capitals 23 for no loss after 3.3. Mukesh Chowdhury this time, and vacant area in the fine leg region there, and Pathum Nissanka, what a cheeky shot here, getting across the off stake, getting a stride across the off stake, and tries to play the lap shot here, and he's managed to get a wonderful amount of bat on it, and the ball will sail over the fine leg region there. 6 runs here, and wave of blue and red here. The Delhi Capitals fans extremely happy with that shot here. That was a cheeky shot using the pace of the ball angling away from the right-hander outside the off stick, and he's got his front leg across the line and played the lap shot using the pace of the ball and helping himself to a 6-over fine leg there. Sri Lankan is looking in good test tonight here. Good ball here. To all the folks who have just joined us here on Sports Beyond Cancer, hope you're doing good and hope you're having a wonderful time here. This is your very own sports journalist, Saurav Vittalmurthy, welcoming you to the stream once again. It's the clash of the mid-table teams here tonight. Both the teams will be eager to get points on board. It's not like they are going to be straight away qualifying into the next into the upper half of the table if they win this game. But it's they are just knocking the doors to just make it a case to get into the playoffs there, and every loss will going to hurt their chances to make it to the playoff there. This time it's in the air. Will this be taken? Yes, it will be taken here. Diwal Brevis takes the catch in the mid-on region there, running towards a couple of yards backwards, and is held on to the catch here. The ball was once again a good length delivery, and Pathum Nissanka wanted to go over the mid-on there, but no power behind the shot. Was this a case of change of pace here? There you go. Mukesh Chowdhury rolling his fingers on the ball in the last moment, and the batter not watching the ball come off the hands of the bowler there, and he sliced it in the air, and he lets out a loud roar here in agony. Pathum Nissanka, he's absolutely devastated with the kind of shot he's played, but great change of pace and deception coming in from Mukesh Chowdhury. He was hit for a boundary earlier in this over, but this time he's got the better of the Sri Lankan there. Pathum Nissanka, he'll have to make a long walk back towards the dressing room. He's been dismissed for 19 of 14 balls, and that will be 29 for 1 after 4 overs here. What a comeback here from Mukesh Chowdhury, rolling his fingers on the ball, hitting in the right length, and Pathum Nissanka trying to take on the bowler there and trying to hit it through the line, and is a hold out in the mid-on region there. Diwal Brevis calm as a cucumber, and that will be the first breakthrough here for CSK in this game. Pathum Nissanka 19 of 15 caught by Diwal Brevis. Ball Pathum Nissanka. Delhi Capitals 29 for 1 after 4. And if at all love what we do out here on Sports Beyond Cancer, do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button there. Every single like and subscribe will mean the world to us in this battle against the fifth cancer. So kindly requesting you to hit that like and subscribe button there. What a start we have in this. We have had in this game so far. Both the teams are trying to make a case to get into the playoffs. They are in the mid-table crisis, and while Delhi Capitals find themselves in the seventh place in the points table with 8 points. CSK also in a similar. Both the teams having same points from same amount of games. It's just the better net run rate keeping CSK ahead of Delhi Capitals here. This is a crucial contest for both the teams to stay alive in the competition here. This time, Anshul Kamboj's first over of the evening here, full delivery, angling into in-swinger, coming into KL Rahul. He'll tuck it away towards the deep backward point, a deep square leg, and he'll pick up a single there. Change of pace doing Patum Nisanka in, and he will have to make a walk back to an ideal start here for CSK. They will be extremely key. They'll be hoping that they get to see the back of this batting pair, because these two have been in that kind of form in this series, in this campaign so far. Nitish Rana has been a turnaround in the last few games for Delhi Capitals, and no wonder KL Rahul batting in the form of his life in this campaign so far. As Nitish Rana all set to face his first delivery of this innings here. Anshul Kamboj with on offer, shaping away from the left-hander, cuts it towards the deep point, and Jamie Overton running all the way from the deep backward point towards his left will quickly get rid of the ball, and the batters will have to be satisfied with just a single there. Well, both the teams are coming off wins in the previous games. Their morals will be high, their energy levels will be high, and they'll be keen to outplay the other one. Could it be Delhi Capitals who will be waiting to take their revenge on CSK, because they in the reverse fixture earlier in Chepauk, I think CSK got the better of Delhi Capitals with Sanju Samson notching up his first century of the campaign there. As here is Anshul Kamboj once again, an in-swinger wrangling into the bats, on drive straight along the ground towards the mid-wicket, and that will be a dot ball here. And to all the folks who are just watching this stream on Sports Beyond Cancer, hope you're doing good, hope you're having a wonderful time here. Do not forget to hit that like button, and do not forget to hit the subscribe button there. Every single like and subscribe will mean the world to us in this battle against the fifth cancer. So kindly requesting you to hit that like, and kindly requesting you to hit that subscribe button there. Here is Anshul Kamboj once again heaving it across the line, a little shimmy outside from coming outside the off stick and off the inside, as the ball will run away towards the deep backward square, and that will just be a single on this occasion. Anshul Kamboj full in the way outside the off star. Wonderful shot here coming off the blade of Nitish Rana. Speaks volumes about the kind of form he's in. A full in the way, shaping away from the left-hander, forward stride, and drives it along the ground past the efforts of the cover fielder, and will run away into the boundary there. 4 runs here. Did not try to hit the ball too hard, just getting low, good batting balance, and just punching it through the covers there in the gap, and he'll pick up 4 runs here. Here is Akil Hussain into the deck here. Akil Hussain, a flight delivery outside the off stump, turning away from the right hander. KL Rahul steps down the ground. It's in the air. Will this be taken? Yes, Ruturaj Gaikwad takes the catch. That is a big wicket here. And Akil Hussain will bring out his traditional celebration by covering his face with his palm there. Well, the gamble was thrown in here by CSK and Ruturaj Gaikwad by bringing in Akil Hussain once again in the power play, the last over of power play, and they wanted the Delhi Capitals batters to take on him. And a wonderful ball, tossing it slower through the air, slower through the air. Lot of revolutions on the ball, and the ball pitching outside the off stick and turning away from the right hander. And KL Rahul falling for the bait here, charging down the ground, trying to hit it over the top, clear the fielders there, wanting to capitalize on the last over of the power play. He sliced it high in the air, and Ruturaj Gaikwad takes an easy catch there. The ball was in the air, into the skies for quite some time, but it's not gone anywhere at all. An easy catch as Ruturaj Gaikwad positions himself underneath the ball and holds on to the catch here. A huge nod here from KL Rahul as he makes his way back towards the dressing room. And that will be the end of KL Rahul here. He's been dismissed for 12 runs of 13 balls, and CSK definitely would love that because they planned to get KL Rahul because they understood that it was the last over of the power play, and they clearly understood the mind games that KL Rahul would take on the fielders inside the circle because he would want to capitalize on the last over of the fielding restrictions there. And straight away Ruturaj Gaikwad for the very same reason brought in Akil Hussain, and Akil Hussain wonderful bowler there, a clever campaigner, the West Indian bowler there, tossing it slower through the air, letting it grip on the surface, a lot of revolutions on the ball pitching outside the off stick. It's on that kind of an ideal length where it is tempting the batter to go big, and the ball turning away from the right hander in the right moment as KL Rahul tried to go over the top here, and the amount of turn did KL Rahul in, and he fell for the bait here. Slower through the air, letting you know that he bowled it 90.9 clicks on that one. Great bowling there, and an easy catch there for Ruturaj Gaikwad, and Akil Hussain brings out his traditional celebration here. Big wicket here for CSK, 36 for 2 after 5.2 here. And the new man out in here would be Karun Nair here at number 4 for Delhi Capitals. KL Rahul completely beaten up in the flight there. He was completely beaten in the flight there, and straight away the catch towards Ruturaj Gaikwad in the cover regions there. Poor cricket there from KL Rahul on that occasion, but extremely good work here from the CSK management and the CSK captain and the bowler there, because they clearly understood the mind games and understood the psychology behind how KL Rahul is gonna play that shot, and tempting him with that slow one, tossing it slower through the air. KL Rahul completely beaten in the fight, and then with the turn trying to take on the fielder, he was absolutely nowhere near the ball, slicing it in the air. Akil Hussain tossing it slower in the air. So once again slower in the air, but a little short on this occasion. He rocks back and just tucks it along the ground towards the mid-on, and he'll pick up a single on that occasion there. With that single, I think there's one more ball, bigger part on there. It's the last ball of the power play coming up. 37 for 2 here for CSK. Delhi Capitals winning the toss, and it was a surprising decision because I thought both the teams would have wanted to bowl first, but Delhi Capitals straight away. Akshay Patel letting others know that they would be going into bat first and set a target here for CSK. That was extremely surprising. And KL Rahul, the man in the form, the man with the orange cap, the leading run scorer in this campaign so far, has been dismissed early tonight here. And no wonder the celebrations from CSK evidently showing that how big a wicket that was, and how well they set him up with that kind of a flight delivery, turning away from him and asking him to take on the field there. And Nitish Rana to face the last ball of this power play. Akil Hussain, just 1 run and a wicket off his over here. The last ball, Akil Hussain to Nitish Rana. The ball, full length delivery outside the off stump. Nitish Rana tapping it towards the backward point, and that will be the end of the over here. And after the 6 overs here, it will be the end of the power play. And Delhi Capitals 37 for 2 after 6. And at this moment, I would definitely call that CSK have the upper hand in this game here, especially getting the big wicket of KL Rahul, and Pathum Nisanka was dismissed to those folks who just joined in here on Sports Beyond Cancer, Pratham Nisanka was caught in the mid-on region by the Wall Braves of the bowling of Mukesh Chowdhury. Once again, change of pace doing him in, and he wanted to go over the top, but did not watch the ball come off the hands of the bowler there. Mukesh Chowdhury rolled his fingers and he tried to go over the mid-on, only slicing it in the air towards the Wall Braves. And to all the people who are watching the stream here on Sports Beyond Cancer, kindly hit that like button and kindly hit that subscribe button there. Here is Anshul Kamboj running into Karun Nair, full delivery, angling into the bats, drives it along the ground towards the short mid wicket, and that should be a dot ball here. And do let us know in the chat box which team are you supporting tonight and which city you're watching the stream from. It will be wonderful to hear from you and to listen to all the wonderful stuff that you have in regards to this game here. We definitely love to have conversation, and we are eagerly waiting to hear back from you. Every single like, every single subscription, and every single person who's going to share this to your friends and family will mean the world to me in this battle against my fifth cancer there. So kindly hit that subscribe button there. This time in the slot, and Karun Nair flicks it in the air, and the protection out there in the deep, and Urvil Patel will cut it out in the deep backward square, and that will just be 2 runs on offer here for Karun Nair here. That was on the pads, angling into the pads, and Karun Nair tried to play the flick shot here, but his handle turning in the ground, his handle turning there, and it was in the air for quite some time, and Urvil Patel running in towards his right all the way from deep mid wicket towards the deep square will cut the ball, and that will be just 2 runs here. Not an ideal shot here from Karun Nair, especially when the handle turned in his hand there, and the bat turned in his hand, I beg your pardon there. As here is Kamboj, he's been inspirational in this, he's been exceptional in this campaign so far. This time, good length delivery, just whizzing past the outside edge as he tried to guide it down towards the third man, and good carry there to Sanju Samson there. He is hitting those hard lengths, he's bringing in those Yorkers, especially he's been able to adapt to any kind of situation the captain demands him to come and bowl. He can bowl at the start with a new ball, he can bowl in the middle overs, and he's been exceptional and clinical bowling those, nailing those Yorkers in the death there. So Kamboj definitely a wonderful find here for CSK tonight in this campaign here. He's been the stalwart, if you could ask. One major positive for CSK is the way Anshul Kamboj is bowling in this campaign so far here. This time Anshul Kamboj once again shaping away outswinger, shaping away from the right hander off the outside edge, will run towards the third man there as Gurjapneet will collect the ball. The batters will cross for an easy single there. We are still waiting for the messages from you guys. So kindly let us know from which part of the world you're watching the stream, and which team you're supporting tonight here. That will mean the world to us in this battle against cancer. So kindly let us know from which part of the world and which city you're supporting, which team you're supporting tonight here. That will mean the world to us. We are trying to build a global community out here on Sports Beyond Cancer. We have a lot of people watching the stream from Canada, USA, New Zealand, South Africa. As we are an English professional stream, we have a lot of global audience, because we are trying to build a global community where we celebrate sports in the right directions, and we ensure that we try to do professional style of ethical sports, ethical type of journalism by doing ball by ball commentary, and hopefully you all love it, and hopefully we bring a change to the toxic fan culture and bring in the right spirits of fan culture, and lead by example there to other people there. As Anshul Kamboj, he's in the leading, he's in the joint leading wicket takers here in this campaign here. 10 games, 17 wickets. This is his 10th game and he's already on 17 wickets, tied up with Bhuvneshwar Kumar of Royal Challenge Bangalore, the legendary bowler there from India, who's also on 17 wickets of 9 games here. This time a Yorker length delivery, and Karun Nair anticipating the Yorker length delivery because it was the last ball, and because Anshul Kamboj has more than often bowled those Yorkers. He shuffles across the off stick and tries to play the lap shot, and is managed to get good amount of bat on it, and a vacant area there in the fine leg region there, and he'll pick up 4 runs here. Cheeky batting here on this occasion from the Delhi Capitals batter there, Karun Nair, and he'll pick up 4 runs to end the over here. 45 for 2 after 7 here, and 15 for none off 2 overs here for Anshul Kamboj. Well, just looking at the changes tonight here for both the teams. CSK, it was the forced change. Unfortunate for them because they felt they found a star in the form of Ramkrishna Ghosh, who can not only bowl, who can not only field, but also who can also bat. We have seen some glimpses of him batting in the nets and also in the domestic circuit where he can talk the ball. He's someone who can give you those overs in the middle overs, and also he's extremely good in the death overs there. He hits the hard length and rolls his fingers, but unfortunately his debut game, even though it went well, he had an injury and he's been ruled out for the entire season there. Unfortunate here for CSK to have been plagued by lot of injuries. Tough on Ruturaj Gaikwad, the captain, to manage the resources, to manage the limited resources, and things not going according to the plan, especially with those kind of injuries coming along the way. And there was the four sports changes here for tonight here for CSK, as Akhil Hussain has to be brought in, and Gurjapneet Singh has to be brought in with Prashant Veer and not making it to the playing 11, and he's on the subs along with Shivam Dubey. Shivam Dubey is also not on the playing 11 tonight here in the fielding output, because we clearly understand he's not been good on the field. He's been dropping a lot of catches and is not moving fast in the field, so CSK deciding to utilize him like an impact sub, just like how Mahendra Singh Dhoni used to use him all these years. So see, they are once again put him on the bench, and hopefully he'll be coming in as an impact sub here. This time the ball banged in short outside the off stump. Noor Ahmad, poor delivery, and Karun Nair rocks back, and he had all the time in the world and all the width in the world to rock back and square cut it past the backward point. Akhil Hussain diving towards his left, putting his body behind the line, but no chance at all. That was travelling from the blade of Karun Nair and will race away into the boundary there. 4 runs here for Karun Nair on this occasion. Poor ball, a half tracker outside the off stick, lot of width on offer. Beg your pardon there, the fielder there was Karthik Sharma there, not Akhil Hussain. Once again, an outside edge from Karun Nair. He tries to cut it, and the ball going towards the short third, and Mukesh Tawdi somehow, because the ball was turning away from him, somehow managed to hold on to the ball and quickly gets it off the ball towards the wicket keeper, and that will be a dot ball here. Here is Noor Ahmad, the flight delivery, pitching on leg and turning into the off stick there, away from the right-hander, and is happy to punch it along the ground towards the long on for a single there. Noor Ahmad has been good in patches. He's not been good in all the games, but he's looked definitely positive in most of the games so far. He's wearing a lot of pace in this over. 95, 102, 93 and 97. Nitish Rana versus Noor. This is going to be an exciting contest. Nitish Rana loves to play the sweep shot, especially against the spinners, so this is going to be an exciting contest. Will he take on the left arm spinner, or will he be just happy to see him off by picking singles and stabilize the innings here? The current partnership of stable one, 15 of 15, that's trying to reciprocate the early damage that CSK bowlers did to the top order, to the openers, whereas 2 wickets are back in the dugout, and Nitish Rana and Karun Nair trying to stabilize things here. Here is Noor Ahmad, all set to bowl to Nitish Rana, flight delivery onto the middle, and he's just happy to trickle it down along the ground towards the long on for a single there. Carl Parston, good morning from Tobago. Good morning, Carlston Parston. Hope you're doing good, and welcome to the stream here on Sports Beyond Cancer. Lovely to have people from across the globe watching the stream. And to the people watching the stream on the vertical platform, I request you to switch to the horizontal platform, because only when you watch the stream on the horizontal platform, it will generate us some revenue coming along over here. Otherwise, the stream on the vertical platform is just for those people who are new to, we want to introduce our channel to new people, because as they swipe across watching the shorts, the vertical platform is those people, so that they get to know about the channel. And once you get to know about the channel, do not watch it in the vertical format, please watch it in the horizontal format, because only when you watch in the horizontal format, it will help me get some revenue, and at least 5 to 10% of my medical expenses can be covered through that. So requesting to all those people who are still watching it on the vertical platform to switch to the horizontal platform. You can go to my channel, hit the live button, and there you can see two streams continuously going on. One is the horizontal, one is the vertical. The vertical is for those people who do not know about the channel, and while swiping our shorts, they will find our channel, and then they can be converted into horizontal watchers there. This time, no, and he picks up a wicket here. The ball turning from outside the leg, and Karun Nair going for the sweep shot down on one leg and tries to hit it past the short fine, but it hit it straight down the throat of the fielder in the short fine there. And Gurjapneet Singh will take an easy catch there, and Karun Nair's stay comes out, will culminate here. He's been dismissed for a run of ball 13 here, and Delhi Capitals now 52 for 3, and the first wicket here for Noor Ahmad. He'll be definitely happy. It was not a good ball here. It was pitched outside the leg stump and turning into the leg, And Karun Nair down on one knee, trying to play the sweep shot, trying to keep it away from the fielder in the short fine, has managed to hold out straight into the hands of the fielder in the short fine, and he will have to make a long walk back towards the dressing room. One more disappointing evening here for Karun Nair. He's not been in the greatest of tests in this campaign so far here for Delhi Capitals, and his batting woes continue. He's just one game away from the kind of form, the vintage Karun Nair that you know of, but he is definitely not going to be tonight as he makes his way back towards the dressing room. He nods his head because he clearly understands that was definitely not a wicket taking and delivery, but he's swept it straight down the throat, probably the unfortunate number 13 there, and 52 for 3 after 8, and Noor Ahmad will pick up his first wicket of the evening here. And to all the people watching the stream on this horizontal platform, kindly request, vertical platform, kindly requesting you to switch to the horizontal platform, because only when you watch on the horizontal platform it will help us gain some revenue. If you watch it on the vertical platform, we will not be generating even 10 to 15 rupees per entire stream, even if we have 70,000 views there. The vertical platform is only for those people who do not know about the channel. Because our channel is new, I want more people to know about this channel, because we are probably one of the channels who are streaming in English and trying to do professional style of sports commentary here. The rest are in many regional languages, and the many others are not following the journalistic ethical standards there. We are trying to do our best and keep it as professional as possible. So we want more people to know about the channel, because we are a new channel, and that's the reason we are streaming both in the vertical as well as the horizontal. The vertical stream is for those people who have not yet found us, and we want them to find us by while they are swiping through different shorts and reels. Then that vertical stream will pop up into them, and once you get to know about the channel, I kindly request you to switch to the horizontal stream, because only the horizontal stream I can get some revenue through the YouTube ads there, and that will definitely mean the world to me, because that will take care at least to 10 to 15% of my monthly medical expenses, and that will mean the world if at all you could do that. A big favor for me, and that will definitely give me the kind of motivation to continue this job in a bigger magnitude, to bring in more inputs there. And it's extremely kind of you if at all you could switch to the horizontal format there, as Akshay Patel walks in at number 5 here for Delhi Capitals, and straight away some light showers here. It started to pour out here in Delhi Capitals. That's a sad news out here, coming here from the Arun Jaitley Stadium here in Delhi. Showers pouring down as Gurjapneet is given the ball to bowl his first over of the day, of the evening, beg your pardon there. (52 for 3 after 8). Gurjapneet all set to run into ball to Nitish Rana here, coming in from over the wicket into the left-hander, and is driven it past the short mid-wicket towards the wide of the long on, and Nitish Rana will be happy to take a single there. Light showers coming here at the Arun Jaitley. Hopefully they are passing showers and nothing more than that. Hopefully they are passing showers. And also do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button there. Every single like and subscribe will mean the world to us in this battle against the fifth cancer. As here is Gurjapneet running into bowl to Akshay Patel. At the ball, good length delivery, climbing on the batter outside the off stump. Caught him by surprise, but somehow he's managed to drive it towards the wide of the backward point, and he'll be off the mark with a single there. And do let us know in the chat which team you're supporting tonight, and which city you're watching the stream from, because that will make us feel like a community out here, because we want to clearly have like-minded people who love sports, and we're trying to build a global community out here. This time Gurjapneet, the ball outside the off stick, angling into the left-hander. He opens the blade and just guides it along towards the third man for a single there. Sensible batting here from Nitish Rana. He clearly understands it's not the phase to look for boundaries, it's the phase to rebuild the innings, it's the phase to reconstruct after the damage has been done by the CSK bowlers here. 55 for 3 after 8.3. It's a big game considering the juncture of the campaign here for both the teams. On 8 points, and they'll be keen to get to double figures here tonight with a win. As here is Gurjapneet running into ball to Akshay Patel. This time good length delivery, but straying down the bats. He stuck it off his bat. The ball going towards the deep backward square, and I think the fielder there, I think, is Anshul Kamboj. quickly will get to the ball and in one single motion returns it back to the keeper there, and the batters will be content with just a single there. This time too close to cut here. That could have been chopped on there. The ball, good length delivery outside the off stick, and Nitish Rana wanted to play the cut shot, but it was a little too close to cut. But off the bottom of the bat, the ball will run away towards third man, and that will be a single here. Good ball, angling into the middle stick here. He's played an on drive towards the short mid, and that will be a dot ball to end the over. 57 for 3 after 9 overs here. It's a good start here for CSK after Delhi Capitals won the toss and decided to bat first. If at all you love what we're doing out here on Sports Beyond Cancer, kindly hit that like button and kindly hit that subscribe button there. Every single like and subscribe will mean the world to us in this battle against the fifth cancer. So do take this moment and hit that like and subscribe button there. Noor into his second over here this time. A flatter one outside the off stick and with an offer, and Nitish Rana tried to cut it, but the ball will go just whizzing past the outside edge. He wanted to play the wild cut slash there and into the keeper's hands. That will just be a dot ball there. This time he'll get it through the fielder there, through the cover point fielder, and once it's gone past him, no protection out behind him there. That will run away into the boundary there. Once again, with on offer, a little too short there, a tad little short there, and he'll rock back and to the back of the hand delivery, turning away from the left-hander, and is cut it past the right of the short cover fielder there, of the cover point fielder there, and Uril Patel putting in a dive a little too late, and the ball's already gone past him into the boundary there. This time Nitish Rana tries to go down on one knee and hit it towards the vacant deep mid-wicket area, but he's dragged it along towards the deep backward square. Fielder underneath it, I think it's Karthik Sharma. He holds on to the catch here. Well, one more batter biting the dust here, and Nitish Rana will have to take the long walk back. He absolutely cannot believe it. It was a similar kind of dismissal of Ryan Rickelton, trying to go down on one knee and trying to sweep it across towards the deep mid-wicket region there, but the ball turning into the left-hander, and it's gone off the outside edge and straight into the hands of the deep backward square, and Karthik Sharma straight away holding on to the catch and is set off celebrating the catch there, and Noor just a pump of the fist in the air. He realizes that is a big wicket, because Nitish Rana is been in that kind of a form here for Delhi Capitals, and he will have to make his way back towards the dugout here. He's absolutely devastated here. Nitish Rana, he said he has a wry smile on his face, a sarcastic smile on his face, because the ball was banged in a little short outside the angling into the body there, and he tried to go down on one knee and try to play the sweep shot towards the deep mid-wicket region there, and because the ball was turning a little bit too much because of the revolutions of the ball, he's not got the exact middle of the bat there. He's come off the outside edge and straight away, instead of going towards the deep mid-wicket region, he's dragged it along with the follow-through towards the deep backward square, and an easy catch there for Karthik Sharma, who's stationed himself there and watched the ball till the end and held on to the catch, and straight away runs off for a victory lap there, and celebratory lap there, and that will be the end of the 4th wicket here for Delhi Capitals. 61 for 4 after 9.3 overs, as Nitish Rana has to make his way back towards the dressing room here, and Noor Ahmed picking up his 2nd wicket of the evening here. Definitely in some trouble here. Delhi Capitals. A full length delivery outside the off stump. Wonderful fielding here from the South African Deval Brevis here. The ball was driven through towards the cover region there, and Deval Brevis in the short cover region diving towards his right and stopping that single, or it could have already also been 2 runs there. A great commitment there shown in by Deval Brevis, close into the circle there, in close quarters there. As Noor now coming in from around the wicket to the right-hander there. This time, good ball, pitching on middle and angling into the right-hander. He happy to tuck it along the ground towards the deep mid-wicket there, and that will just be a single, and he'll be off the mark here. But that was not a wicket-taking delivery, to be honest, there from the previous ball. I think the ball to which Nitish Rana was dismissed there. It was a little shot, and Nitish Rana went down on one knee and tried to play the sweep shot here, heading it straight down the throat of the fielder in the deep backward point there, deep backward square like there. 62 for 4, 9.5 overs. The last ball of Noor's 2nd over here. This time a tad short, turning away from the left-hander off the bottom edge. The ball will run away into the backward point, and those Stubbs was interested for the single there. Akshay Patel, realizing that could have been a tight single, sends him back, and that will be a dot ball to end the over here. 61 for 4 after 10, 62 for 4 after 10 overs here. What a wonderful over here from Noor. He quickly finishes off his over, and he's bowled wonderfully tonight. And again, he's just given away 5 runs and picked up the big wicket of Nitish Rana, because he's been in that kind of form in this campaign so far, and CSK would be extremely happy to see the back of Nitish Rana. And at the halfway stage in the Delhi innings, 62 for 4, 62 for 4 after 10 here. 2 overs, 2 for 12 here for the Afghan spinner Nitish Rana, for the Afghan spinner Noor Ahmed there. Tristan Stubbs makes his way into the middle at number 5 here, and this time Gurjapneet, well, was it a drop chance there? Was it a drop chance here? A full-length delivery outside the off stump, inviting the batter to go for the drive there, and I think Tristan Stubbs has driven it straight into the hands of Noor Ahmed, and Noor Ahmed into his palms, and he's dropped it here. That could be a big defining moment in the game. We all understand Tristan Stubbs is in that kind of form, and he's someone who loves to play in this kind of situations where he tries to stabilize the innings, and he takes the game deep. That could have been a crucial wicket, because that would have meant that half the team would have been back in the dugout, and CSK could have run into the lower middle order and then the tail there. This time Gurjapneet, poor line there, banks it in short outside the leg stump, and swiftly Stubbs' eyes lit up as soon as he saw that was the bar bowled in the poor length and poor line, and he pulls it away way deep into the stands over the fine leg region there. 6 runs here, the first 6 here for the South African tonight here. Well, how costly could that drop chance here from Noor Ahmed be? Because there was a poor shot, full-length delivery outside the off stump, and Tristan Stubbs went full throttle to play the drive, but hit it straight towards the right of Noor Ahmed. I would definitely call it's a mistake of Ruturaj Gaikwad. I think you should have had a better fielder out there in the cover region there, especially in the close quarters. You need to have someone like the likes of Sarfraz Khan or the likes of Deval Brevis, just like you saw how Deval Brevis was placed in the previous over. Shouldn't have gone with Noor Ahmed there. He's just bowled his over, and straight away he's got a catch coming towards his right, and has popped it out and grasped it there. 68 for 4 of 10.3. It could have been a different scenario had Stubbs had been dismissed, 5 down, and CSK could have run through the lower middle order and then into the tail there. As here is Gurjapneet running into ball to Stubbs here. This time the ball just stopping on the batter, shaping away from the right-hander, and is just punch it along the ground towards the mid-off there, and that will just be a single there. Here is Gurjapneet to Aksar. Good length delivery, climbing on the batter, taps it towards the front of the cover, and Gurjapneet will himself collect the ball, and that will be a dot ball here. If at all you're loving what we're doing out here on Sports Beyond Cancer, do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button there. Every single like and subscribe will mean the world to us in this battle against the fifth cancer. So requesting you to kindly hit that like and subscribe button there. This time Akshay Patel, good length delivery and the ball stopping on the batter there. He was early into the drive, and because the ball stopped on him, he's chipped it straight into the air of the fielder in the cover region there, and Nakil Hussain will hold on to the catch here, and the Delhi Capital skipper will have to make his way back towards the dressing room here. The ball angling into the left-hander a little in the good length area there, and a wobble seam, and that was climbing on him, and Akshay Patel was surprised because of the sudden climb on himself, climb of the ball, and then the ball stopping a tad little, and Akshay Patel was already into the drive, and he's chipped it straight into the hands of the fielder in the cover region there, and that will bring the end of Akshay Patel to stay out there in the middle. 2 runs from just 6 balls. Akshay Patel 2 of 6 dismissed by, caught by Akil Hussain, bowled Gurjapneet, and that will be 69 for 5 after 11 here. Half the team here for Delhi Capitals, and CSK will definitely be relishing this contest here. Clearly extremely confused when Akshay Patel won the toss and straight away decided to bat first, and Ruturaj Gaikwad extremely equally surprised. Ruturaj Gaikwad was equally surprised, just like the way you and me are, and he straight away letting the presenter know, who asked him the question, that he was extremely happy to be batting second tonight here. Even we all thought that who was going to win the toss is going to bowl first and chase down the target, but a surprising call here from Akshay Patel, and as of now Delhi Capitals will be definitely regretting the decision at this moment, to be honest there. 69 for 5 after 11 here. Well, only if we had taken the catch of Tristan Stubbs Noor in that over, it could have been a different tale. It could have also meant that 6 wickets were already down there. And former CSK batter there coming in at number 7 here in the form of an impact player there. Delhi Capitals being forced to bring in impact player in the form of Samir Rizvi there, because 5 wickets down with just 69 on board, and it's still 9 more overs left. They definitely needed a batter to come out there to make a case in this game, to at least take them to safety there. And right move here by bringing in Samir Rizvi as an impact player, because they first need runs on board, and then they can later think about the bowling there. As Akil Hussain into his last over there, running into bowl to Tristan Stubbs, slower through the air once again. He's got a good hang off the surface now, and this was angled into the pads, and he's just tucked it off his pads towards the deep mid wicket for a single there. Here is Akil Hussain. This time a full length delivery, angling into the string down the leg, but Samir Rizvi just will pick up a single as he just guides it along towards the deep square leg. This time Akil Hussain, as he rocks back and cuts it, drives it along the ground punches along the ground towards the short cover, and that will be a dot ball here. This time using the depth of the crease, he rocks back, the ball was angled into him, a little short, and punches it along the ground towards the long on for a single there. And if at all you love what we're doing out here on Sports Beyond Cancer, do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button there. Every single like and subscribe will mean the world to us in this battle against the fifth cancer there. So kindly hit that like and subscribe button there. tossing it slower through the air, inviting Rizvi to come in the forward stride and play the drive. He drives it along the ground towards the wide of the long off, and a single here on offer, and he'll easily pick up the single there. Delhi Capitals, this partnership extremely crucial to stabilize the innings and take them to safety. They need to take the game as deep as possible and then give themselves a chance in the last 4 or 3.5 or 4 overs to take on the CSK bowling there. And wonderful ball, the ball pitching on the leg and turning into the off stick, just stopping on the batter there, just a tad little, and that completely didn't Stubbs in, and he had to adjust his shot in the last moment, and off the inside as the ball will roll back towards the bowler there. Surprise look there from Stubbs, and a big smile on the face of Sanju Samson, and as well as Akhil Hussain there, and that will be the end of the spell here from Akhil Hussain. Wonderful spell here from Akhil Hussain. 4 overs, 1 for 19, and that will be 74 for 5 after 12. And to all the people watching the stream, I have just one humble request to you. Kindly hit that subscribe button there and support me in this battle and support me for my passion there. We have just had 1 subscription so far, and if at all you're watching the stream, do not forget to hit the subscribe button there. This time, chipped in the air, punched in the air. Once again, the ball stopping on the batter, just punching it in the air, and Mukesh Chaudhary diving towards his right. It will just go past his attempt, and the ball towards the long on for a single there. He just checked his shot, and the ball stopping on him, and he'll pick up a single on that occasion there. No damage there. This time Mukesh Chaudhary banks it a little short, and Tristan Stubbs goes for the pull shot, and that will just be a single in the deep wicket region there. Doesn't get good power behind that shot. Pathum Nisanka, the first wicket to fall tonight here. Mukesh Chaudhary picking up his wicket, and then KL Rahul charging down the ground, and Akhil Hussain turning the ball away from him, and then Karun Nair, poor pull shot for a ball that is going down the leg, trying to play the sweep shot, hitting it straight down the throat of the fart fine, and then Nitish Rana trying to play the sweep shot, going down on one leg, drags it down straight towards the backward square, and then the last wicket to fall, the captain Akshay Patel, the ball stopping on him as he tried to drive through the covers, and the ball stopping on him, and he chipped it straight back into the hands of the cover fielder there. 75 for 5 here for Delhi Capitals. This time he drives it, the ball shaping away from him, a little short on length, and was moving away from him. He placed the cut shot a little to the left of right of the backward point. That would have been a boundary there, but it hit it on the bounce to the field there in the backward point. Noor Ahmed holds on to the ball. Light fumble there, but the batters will not take a risk against his arm, and they'll be happy with the dot ball there. Mukesh Chaudhary full in delivery. He's driven it towards the mid-off fielder there, and they scamper for a quick single there. Ruturaj Gaikwad keeping the field up as they do not want to give them easy singles and easy rotation of strike there, and he's driven it straight towards the mid-off, and Ruturaj Gaikwad having a shy at the bowler's end. A direct hit could have been close, but he's missed the stumps, and the batters will complete the single there. This time the ball once again good length and shaping away from the right-hander. He'll punch it towards the cover fielder and he'll take a single there. Good over here from Mukesh Chaudhary. 4 runs coming off it. That will be 77 for 5 after the 13. And they'll be taking the strategic timeout here as we'll have 2.5 minutes of break here. Do not forget to hit that like button and do not forget to hit that subscribe button there. This is your very own sports journalist Saurav Murthy bringing you the live stream here from Sports Beyond Cancer. And if at all you love what we're doing out here on Sports Beyond Cancer, do not forget to hit that subscribe button and share it with your friends and family here. To the people who just joined in here on Sports Beyond Cancer, just trying to give you a recap of the evening. We are currently live here from the Arun Jaitley Stadium here in Delhi for the mid-table clash between Delhi Capitals and Chennai Super Kings, as both of them won 4 games and lost 5 games, and they find themselves on 8 points. A victory tonight for either of the teams will take them to double figures in the points table there, and that will definitely keep them in the belief that they can have a chance to make it to the playoffs, given that the other teams at the top of the table will fumble there. And Delhi Capitals straight away a surprising decision tonight, winning the toss and deciding to bat first. Caught us all by surprise there, just like me and you. The likes of Ruturaj Gaikwad was also immensely surprised when Akshay Patel decided that the team will be looking to bat first, and then CSK got off to a flyer of a start, especially with Akil Hussain managing to get the wicket of, especially first Mukesh Chaudhary, beg your pardon, getting the wicket of Pathum Nissanka, who was looking good as he bowled an off-cutter, rolled his fingers on the ball, and Pathum Nissanka wanted to go down, did not see the change of pace on the ball, and he was hold down towards the mid-on region as Deval Brevis picked up an easy catch there. Then KL Rahul was wonderfully set up here from the likes of the CSK management, captain, and Akil Hussain there. It was the last 6th over, the last over of the power play, and with just 33 on board, it was evident that the batters will take on the field. The batters will capitalize on the last over of the fielding restrictions, and he brought Akil Hussain to the attack, and Akil Hussain bowled it lower through the air, a lot of revolutions on the ball, and KL Rahul was completely beaten in the air, and the ball turning away from him as he charged down the ground, trying to take over the field, and the ball turned away from him and he went through with the shot and only slicing it in the air. The ball went into the skies of Delhi, and Ruturaj Gaikwad was waiting in the cover regions, stationing himself calmly underneath the ball, held on to the catch there. And then Karun Nair came in at number 4, and poor shot, a ball down the leg from Noor Ahmed, and he tried to play the sweep shot down on one leg, trying to keep the ball away from the short fine, but hit it straight down the throat of short fine in the form of Gurjapneet taking the catch, dismissed for run ball 13 there. And then Nitish Rana, he was looking decent, and the kind of form is in, Delhi would have definitely pinned their hopes on him, with the other batters not performing tonight, that he will definitely bail them out and get them to a 2-2 total there. But once again, the ball turning a little fuller outside the off stump, and he's gone for the down on one knee, trying to play the sweep shot, but could not manage to keep it down, and neither could he place it in the vacant area in the deep mid wicket. Instead, he dragged it because the ball was turning into him off the outside edge. The ball flew into the hands of Karthik Sharma in the deep backward square, and the last wicket to fall was Akshay Patel, chipping it straight into the hands of the cover fielder Akil Hussain off the bowling of Gurjapneet there. Stubbs still lucky to be out there. He was dropped off Noor when he was just 1 run. Noor dropped him in the cover regions of the bowling of Gurjapneet, and CSK will be eager to see the back of Stubbs as early as possible. But more than anyone, I think it's going to be Noor Ahmed who will be eagerly waiting to see the back of Tristan Stubbs, because he's the man who dropped Stubbs, and he would want to see the back of him as early as possible there. Gurjapneet into the attack once again, starts off with the dot ball here. Here is Gurjapneet running into bowl to Stubbs, a little too short, just keeping a tad low there. Not that much bounce as expected there by the batter, but off the inside edge, I think the ball will run towards the deep backward, deep square leg, and that will just be a single on the offer here. Delhi Capitals still have the legs of Ashutosh Sharma still in the dugout here. He'll be coming into bat next, so definitely Delhi Capitals still have a long way in this game. They did not lose hope. They just need to be patient. They just need to take those calculated risks and take the game as deep as possible until the 16th and the 17th over, and then give themselves the chance in the last 3 or 4 overs to take on the field and to take on the fielders, and then maximize on the runs and put up a decent score here against CSK here this time. Good ball here from Gurjapneet, shaping away from right-hander, just tapping it away from the reach of Gurjapneet's left hand, and the ball rolls away towards the mid-off, and that will be sufficient time for the batters to cross for a single. And here is Gurchapneet. Tristan Stubbs trying to use the depth of the crease to get underneath the ball. Clears his front leg and hits it way into the stands here. That's a huge six over the long on region there. That was powerfully hit. It was in the slot as he used the depth of the crease, got underneath the ball and hits it through the line over the long on region there. A huge sixer landing in the second tire there. Probably the top tire there. What a wonderful shot. Great follow through there. And stand tall and on his toes and hitting it through the line for a huge six there from Tristan Stubbs, the South African batter there. That'll do a world of good here for the confidence of Delhi Capitals as well as for Tristan Stubbs there. Every single run, every single boundary that Tristan Stubbs will hit will be like rubbing the salt on the wounds of Noor Ahmed there. This time the ball, good length on the body, just punching it towards the wide of the long on. The batters were running the first one hard in pursuit of coming back for second run there. But I think it's Urvil Patel quickly off the line from the long on region there, gets the ball and relays it back to the keeper as fast as possible. And the batters will straight away put their hands up and say, we will not be going for the second one there. This time Samir Rizvi will drive it towards the sweeper cover region and the fielder in the cover will run towards his left around the ball and will cut it off, and that will be a single to end the over here. That will be 87 for 5 after 5. 87 for 5 after 14 overs here. 6 more overs to go. How much do you guys reckon that Delhi Capitals will be able to put on board tonight here? Do let us know in the chat box. We are eagerly waiting to hear from you. Every single message from you is going to be wonderful because we love hearing from you. And Devshi Budia, hi to you. Hi Devshi Budia. That's wonderful to have a message out there in the chat box there. Hope you're doing good and hope you're having a wonderful time. And do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button there. And welcome to the family here in Sports Beyond Cancer. This is your very own sports journalist Saurabh Murthy, trying to bring you professional style of sports commentary here on Sports Beyond Cancer. I'm a sports journalist who has worked as a sports journalist for 8 years, 4 years in India, 4 years in New Zealand, covering various leagues and tournaments across the globe and in India and as well as New Zealand. Even covered the Tokyo Olympics 2020, which happened in 2021, unfortunately due to COVID. But unfortunately, my 5th cancer coming in and I had to lose 3 years of my life battling life and death every single day. But now that I've entered the remission phase, I thought, why not do something here on the virtual platform? Because I still have 18 to 20 months of recovery and treatment and the plastic surgery and the grafting surgery to come in and the tissue reconstruction to come in within a matter of time. So that I thought, why not I do something to keep my hopes alive, to keep my fight alive, and to keep my fashion alive, and to also to show it to the world and to challenge myself that resilience goes a long way and I need to stick to my fight no matter what, and I'm not settle for anything less there. This time banged in shot outside the off stump. The ball's cut away towards the wide of the super cover there. Will this be running away into the boundary there? Urvil Patel, good fielding on the edge of the rope, putting in a full slash dive outside with his outstretched right hand there. He's managed to stop the ball. And meanwhile the batters will return back for second run there. The ball a tad short and turning away from the right-hander there. Tristan Stubbs had all the time in the world to rock back and drive it along in the vacant area, but good fielding there by the wicketkeeper in the outfield, Urvil Patel, who's managed to cut the ball at the edge of the rope, and the batters will take 2 runs here. Once again, shot outside the off stump, similar ball, but this time he hit it a little bit more better way. He's placed it even more wider than Urvil Patel and he hit it a little fiercely too, and this time no chance at all for Urvil Patel. The ball races away into the boundary there. Much required boundaries coming in favor of Delhi Capitals. They are back off the hand, but half tracker width on offer there, and Tristan Stubbs loves in this area. Least wrist shot going using the depth of the crease, rocking back, and he'll drive it in the vacant area past the shot, past the sweeper cover, and pick up 4 runs here. Noor needs to keep it tight here. He can't afford to give that kind of width here. This time once again a little bit a shot outside the off stump. He rocks back, but this time he drags it, drives it along the ground towards the long off, and that'll just be a single here. Noor Ahmad, this time the ball turning into the right-hander. He stuck it off his toe pads towards the deep mid, and good fielding there in the outfield there from Dewald Brevis, and the batters will not want to test his arms and will just stick to single there. It's been a good over here for Delhi Capitals considering the kind of innings they've had so far. 9 runs coming off the first 5 balls here. The last ball of this over here, can he maximize it? Good ball here, sharply turning into the right-hander, pitching outside the off-stick and turning sharply into the right-hander, this time coming in from around the wicket, and he'll just punch it down the ground towards the long on for a single there. That'll be the end of the over here. And that'll be 97 for 5 after 15 here. 5 more overs to go. I'm extremely surprised why CSK are still not given a single over to Jamie Overton. He's been their stalwart with the ball. He's bowled some wonderful spells. He's hit the deck hard. He's someone who hits that test match kind of a length, hitting the length hard, and then he brings in those yorkers and then those bouncers, and then the back of the hand deliveries, the slower ones. And he's been instrumental for CSK, especially in this middle phase and as well as that there. Especially, I think generally we would see him come in right away from the 12th over there, and he'll continue to bowl until the 20th there. But surprising tonight that they haven't gone even for a single over there. I'm absolutely surprised and clueless, actually, to be honest there. He's not been given a single over because we're already 15 overs down the line, and we haven't seen the likes of Jamie Overton until now with the ball there. So something that's been concerning me, why Jamie Overton hasn't bowled a single over until now. Mukesh Chowdhury, who's bowled wonderfully tonight, he's coming in for his last over of the day. Well, now we see that Jamie Overton is sitting in the bench now. Well, hopefully nothing serious here. CSK already plagued with multitude of injuries in this campaign so far. They have been plagued with a lot of injuries, with Ram Krishna Ghosh being the last one who was ruled out of the entire season. He had a wonderful debut in the last game, fielded well, bowled well, and we definitely know he can bat well and clear the field with the bat. He can talk the ball really hard, but unfortunately he was injured, and now he's been ruled out of the season. And just as we were talking that why we haven't seen Jamie Overton until now, and just now we saw the visuals that he's sitting on the bench now. I'm extremely surprised, extremely worried for CSK there. Don't tell me that he's also injured there. This time the ball outside the off stump, width on offer. He cuts it away towards the deep point there, and good fielding out there in the deep, running in from the sweeper coverage in there. That's Karthik Sharma for you, running quickly towards his left, and he cuts off the ball, and that'll just be a single there. Well, there you see the visuals. Jamie Overton sitting on the bench. Extremely surprised. He's not bowled a single over and is sitting in the dugout there and is featuring in the playing 11 tonight here. That's something concerning me at this moment, and hopefully it will be also concerning a lot of CSK fans and also cricketing fans in general who love watching Jamie Overton, the kind of hard lengths he hits and the way he's dominated with the ball this campaign here for CSK, especially trying to fill in the shoes of Nathan Ellis, the bowler who was actually roped in to bowl at the death, but Jamie Overton had to adapt and had to fill in the shoes, and he definitely raising his hands to fill in those shoes there, and it's almost done wonderfully there. As he's sitting out there in the bench, it's definitely causing some concern to all the cricketing fans and the CSK fans out there. And with that single, that will also bring up the 100 here for Delhi Capitals here. 100 coming in the 16th over here. They'll be extremely keen to capitalize on this last 5 overs here. This time Mukesh Chowdhury angling it into the right-hander. He's driven it, flicked it off his pads, beg your pardon there, towards the deep mid-wicket, and single down offer there. Tomorrow we have one more exciting contest on the cards here, as Sunrisers Hyderabad will be hosting Punjab Kings. Punjab Kings, after getting off to a flyer of a start with no defeats in the name, and then losing 2 on the trot here, they'll be eager to get back to winning ways and get that winning momentum and formula back into the stride here. Mukesh Chaudhary to Samir Rizvi. Samir Rizvi shuffles outside the off stick, and Mukesh Chaudhary bowls a short ball on the leg, and Samir Rizvi just swivels his body and pulls it way over the fine leg region there for a huge six there. Much required six here, not just for Samir Rizvi but also for the hopes of Delhi Capitals here. Poor bowling here. The batter shuffled across the off stick, and he was in the right spot, in the right space, and the ball's bowled down the leg in the right lengths there, and easy for him to pull it over the fine leg there. No trouble at all, and pick up an easy 6 runs there. 29 for 1 after 3.4 overs here from Mukesh Chaudhary. Better ball on this occasion, full length delivery outside the off stump, but the batter did not get an opportunity to get underneath the ball. He's only able to drive it along the ground towards the long off for a single there. Samir Rizvi, the former CSK player, coming in as an impact player tonight here for Delhi Capitals. And if at all you're loving what we're doing out here on Sports Beyond Cancer, do not forget to hit that like button, and do not forget to hit the subscribe button there. Every single like and subscribe will mean the world to us in this battle against the fifth cancer there. This time width on offer, the ball shaping away from the right-hander. He's happy to drive it, he's happy to guide it along the ground towards the sweeper cover, and that will be a single here. 109 for 5 after 16 here. 4 more overs to go. How much do you think the Delhi Capitals will be able to capitalize and maximize in the last 4 overs there? Can they get to that 160 mark? They'll be eagerly keen to get somewhere close to 160, 165. Definitely possible with the likes of power hitters they have in the form of Christian Stubbs, Samir Rizvi, and the likes of Ashutosh Sharma out still in the dugout there too, who's padded up and waiting in the dugout for his chance to come out there in the middle and unleash his beast against the CSK bowlers in the last overs, and bring out his onslaught and clear the ball quite few occasions and entertain the crowds in the last few overs there. 109 for 5 after 16 here. Gurjapneet will be taking the responsibility of bowling the 17th, his last over of a spell here. Gurjapneet running into bowl to Stubbs. A full toss, and he drives it along the ground. Will that be a boundary there? Good fielding there. Jamie Ovachan out there in the field. Finally good to see him putting his body behind the line, and he's cut the ball into the field of play. And I think the batters will come back for 2 runs here. Great commitment shown in there by the big Englishman. There was a full toss outside the off stump in the slot, and Tristan Stubbs punching it along the ground. The fielder in the long off region there was extremely wide, and he had to dive towards his right, and he's managed to flick the ball into the field of play, and that will just be 2 runs here. Good to see him out there in the field putting his body behind the line, but extremely surprised why has he not bowled a single over until now. Gurjapneet Stubbs this time trying to keep the ball away from the reach of the batter there. In pursuit of that, he's bowled a wide Yorker outside the white guideline on the offside, and that should be a clear wide there. A false start here from Gurjapneet. He will get back to his follow-through run up here. It's getting an extremely windy out here in Delhi here. Well, it's looking like a windstorm out here. The umbrellas are turned upside down in the dugout, and a lot of dust flowing here. This time a slower one, angling it into the bats, gently trickling it towards the front of the deep mid wicket. But Deval Brave is quickly from onto the ball from the edge of the circle, almost getting into the circle, the inner circle there, and they'll only be able to take a single there. Good fielding there from Deval Braves. Gurjapneet, low dipping full toss outside the off stumps. He drives it to the cover fielder on the edge of the circle, and by the time he gets to the ball, an easy case for a single there. I see 51 people watching the stream, and if at all you haven't hit that like button, kindly hit that like button. But most importantly, hit that subscribe button there, because every single subscription will give us the right kind of motivation. We have just had one subscription for the entire duration of 1 hour and 11 minutes that I was streamed for. Only one subscription coming in, because every single subscribe will motivate me in this journey and in my battle against my first cancer. It will give me the right kind of hope to wake up with more energy. And this time a low full toss on the middle, chipped it back towards the bowler, just falling short of the bowler there. That will be just a dot ball there as he collects the ball through his in his follow through. So kindly let us know in the chat box which city you're watching the stream from and which team you're supporting tonight here. And I've just seen only one person has managed to hit the subscribe button until now. If at all you love what we are doing, if at all you want to appreciate us for the efforts we are putting in and the energy we are pouring in, kindly support us by hitting that subscribe button there. And every single subscribe will mean the world. We just had one subscription so far in this contest so far. This time a full length delivery outside the off stump. Yorker length, beg your pardon there, and is drilled it towards the cover fielder for a single there. Good ball on this occasion here from Gurjapneet. Still watching at the statistics here, analytics here, we just had one subscribe in the last 1 hour and 12 minutes of the stream here. 1 hour and 12 minutes of the stream. I see a lot of people watching it, 49 people watching it. And if you are someone who hasn't hit the subscribe, that will mean the world to me in this battle against my fifth cancer and the kind of energy we are putting in during this fight. So requesting you, if at all you love our stream, if at all you think that we're doing a decent job, you can support us. If not by contributing with the UPI scanner, you can definitely contribute towards my fight by hitting that subscribe button there. That will mean so much to me, because it will make me wake up with a better motivation tomorrow and forget the other side of my life, because I can focus on this and I can definitely be able to divert myself from the cancer and the battles there. This time I stuck it away and I pick up a single, and that will be a single to end the over here. 116 for 5 after 17, and the partnership now, wonderful partnership, 47 of 36 balls. How costly was the drop catch here by Noor, because at that moment, if he had managed to take the catch of Tristan Stubbs, who was just on, I think he was just on 2 or 3 runs there, well, that could have given CSK the opportunity to run into the lower order, lower middle order, and the lower middle order and the tail of Delhi Capitals as early as the 12th or the 13th over there. But Tristan Stubbs survived, and he's ensured he's still out there in the middle, and he's carried the game deep as he's currently batting on 35 of 27. With 3 more overs to go, I think definitely now it's high time that Delhi Capitals start to play the aggressive shots and try to take on the bowlers there, especially the likes of these 2 batters who can definitely take the long handle. And with the likes of Ashutosh Sharma still back in the dugout, I think Delhi Capitals should go for the kill here. This time a Yorker length delivery wide outside the off stump. Typical ball here from Anshul Kamboj, as expected there. We all know that he's been nailing those wide Yorkers in the death. And Samir Rizvi trying to play the lap shot over the short third man, but he's missed the ball. That will be a dot ball here. The ball keeping a tad low to the carry on the wicket, in regards to the carry to the wicket keeper, but Sanju Samson does well, and that will just be a dot ball here. And if at all you love what we're doing out here on Sports Beyond Cancer, do not forget to hit that like button, and do not forget to hit the subscribe button there. Every single like and subscribe will mean the world to us in this battle against fifth cancer. Once again nailing that Yorker outside the off stump. He tries to cut it towards the backward point, but he's missed the ball, and that should be just a dot ball. He's managed to bowl, he's put in a lot of yards behind the scenes, trying to perfect that wide Yorker outside the off stump. and he's nailed 2 on the trot here in this 18th over here. Every single trot ball will be key. It's extremely tough to contain the batters of the calibers of Samir Rizvi, Stubbs, and the likes of Ashutosh Sharma to follow. It's going to be tough asking, and Kamboja has done well for the first 2 balls. This time Samir Rizvi goes across the line, goes down on one knee and sweeps it away over the deep backward square for a huge 6 here. Much required boundary here for Delhi Capitals, trying to bowl the Yorker, and he's bowled a full toss on the middle, and Samir Rizvi getting across the line and going down on one knee and playing the sweep shot to perfection there, and clearing the fielder in the deep there, and he'll pick up 6 runs here. That came off the middle of the bat and sailed over the ropes there for a huge 6. Noor Ahmed was stationed out there in the outfield, was a mere spectator just like you and me there. Once again shuffling across the off-stake, trying to play the sweep shot, but a wide Yorker outside the off-stake. Once again nails it, but this time he squeezes it away towards the deep point, and the sweeper cover will cut it off, and just a single here. Good bowling here from Kamboja. Well, extremely surprised. We are 18 overs into the game, and Jamie Overton hasn't bowled even a single over there. Especially, he's been bowling so wonderfully in the campaign so far. Extremely surprising. Hopefully, is it has to do something with his injury, or does it have to do something with the surface there? He is someone who's ranking the speeds of 149, 148, hitting the deck hard, bowling those bouncers, and then the back of the hand slower ones and the off-cutters. He's completely managed to cripple the batters for strike rates, scoring rates, and this time once again nailing that wide Yorker outside the off-stake and off the bottom as the ball goes towards the front of the short cover, and the batters will have the time to cross over for a single there. Eight runs coming off the over so far, courtesy of that big 6 coming off the blade of Samir Rizvi off the 3rd ball there. But a good comeback here from Kamboja to nail those Yorkers. He's nailed 4 Yorkers in this over so far off the 5 balls he's bowled. The only full toss has been dispatched for 6. The last ball, can he finish it off in a fashion there? Once again, poor ball. At the same shot, trying to bowl the Yorker. He's bowled a full toss, and Samir Rizvi playing the sweep shot. He's got underneath the ball, gone down on one knee and swept it over the fine leg for a huge 6 there. And that will be 14 runs off the over here. Wonderful shot here. There you go. That was a much required boundary, because it would have been turned out to be a good over, especially the 18th over, and 8 runs would have been below par in the 18th over, and now make it 14 there with that 6. Once again, a similar mistake here from Anshul Kamboja. A full toss down the off stick, and Samir Rizvi bring his front leg across the off stick and going down on one knee and sweeping it over the fine leg for a huge 6 here. 2 similar kind of shots on this over, and both of them resulting in huge maximums in the backward square region there, and that will be 14 runs coming off the over as Samir Rizvi raced away to 31 of 20, and Delhi Capitals definitely bringing in their final top gear in the last 3 overs here. 130 for 5 after 18 here. Well, who is going to be bowling this over? It's going to be extremely. I think Jamie Overton will have to come in to bowl this over there, if I'm not wrong there, because I think all the other bowlers have completed their due of overs here. There you go. Jamie Overton is coming in to bowl the penultimate over there. His only over of the game. I'm extremely confused because it's been that kind of a bowler in this tournament so far, and this time straight away starts off a little short, angling into the right-hander. Is pulled it in the air, 1 bounce into the deep backward point, deep backward square, and that will just be a single there. Samir Rizvi with that flurry of 6s has ensured that the momentum is going with DC's way here. 2 huge 6s in the last over in the similar kind of directions there, over the backward square and the fine leg there. 31 of 20 here for Samir Rizvi. He's coming as an impact player. Jamie Overton this time. The ball once again, good length in the air. Will this be taken here? No, it won't be there. Just falling short of the mid-off fielder in Prithviraj Gaikwad. The ball good length and climbing on the batter there. He's cranking the pace up here. Jamie Overton, 145 plus clicks on that one there. That was the exact very same reason I was confused why Ruturaj Gaikwad did not look at Jamie Overton tonight. He's just bowling his 1 over and that to the penultimate over, and that was hitting the good length spot and was climbing on the batter there. It was too pacey for Rizvi to get some good bat behind it. He tried to go over the top of the infield, but only slicing it in the air towards the mid-on, just falling short of the mid-off fielder there, and they'll take a single there. This time Christian Stubbs will pick up a single on the onside there, just a single there. Extremely confused why Jamie Overton was not given an over earlier in this contest. He's been given the only over in the penultimate over, and he's bowled so wonderfully. I thought he's the prime bowler of CSK after Anshul Kamboj. Extremely confused why he wasn't given a single over there. If at all he had to bowl only 1 over there, they could have brought in a proper batter into the team. I'm extremely confused with the dynamics CSK have gone tonight here. This time once again trying to go shuffle across the off stick, and he's tried to flick it in the air, and he's tried to flick it towards the square leg region there and off the outside as the ball's in the air for quite some time. Well, both the bowler and the fielder ball watching, and the ball falls between them there, and a comedy of error there between the captain and Jamie Overton. The ball was a full-length delivery, and Samir Rizvi shuffling across the off stick, trying to flick it over the fine leg region there, and Jamie Overton called for the catch. He said that he's going to go for the catch because Ruturaj Gaikwad was coming in from the mid-off region, and Jamie Overton thought that he's going to go for the catch, and then the ball was moving away from him, and then he thought that Ruturaj Gaikwad will go for the catch, and both the batters, both the fielders kept ball watching, and the ball will fall in between them, and that will be a drop chance there. Poor fielding and poor communication between the captain and the bowler there, and Samir Rizvi has been dropped here. This time Jamie Overton banks it in short, wonderfully directed, angling it into the body there, and Christian Stubbs goes for the pull shot there. He's not managed to get good contact because the ball was climbing onto him, and the fielder there in the deep fine leg will take the catch. I think it's Mukesh Chowdhury on the edge of the ropes, stations himself calmly and goes for the reverse cup, and he holds on to the catch here. The first wicket here for Jamie Overton, and Christian Stubbs will have to make his way back. 38 of 31 balls with a strike rate of 123. A decent knock, especially when the team was under crisis, to take them to safety there. 134 for 6 after 18.5 here. Jamie Overton picking up his first wicket of the evening here. Extremely livid, extremely confused why Ruturaj Gaikwad has opted to give Jamie Overton just 1 over this evening here, because he's the second best bowler after Anshul Kamboj, who's held the fort in the bowling department here for CSK all through these games, and we expected him to bowl the full quota of overs, and he's only been given the penultimate over, which is his first over. They're extremely confused here as all set to run into bowl to Ashutosh Sharma there. This time he's played a lap shot towards the fine leg region there, gone across the off stick and tried to play the lap shot, and it was a slower ball. 120.4 clicks on that one, no pace on offer, and a fumble there from the fine leg fielder. The batters were interested for the second run, but he's been sent back by Samir Rizvi, and that should be the end of the over here. 135 for 6 after 19 overs here. The last over coming up and running here for you. Can they get to 15 or 20 runs over to take it across 150, 155? 155 would definitely boost their confidence. They will be happy to take the momentum along the way when they come back to defend the target here, and also they'll be happy to be at 145, especially at the kind of start they got at the stage they were before Stubbs walked out there in the middle. 135 for 6 after 19. Anshul Kamboj to bowl to Ashutosh Sharma there. Once again, same mistake, trying to bowl the Yorker there. He's bowled a full toss on the middle stick, and Ashutosh Sharma adapting the same technique there from Samir Rizvi, bringing his front leg across the off stump and playing the sweep shot and converting the full toss over the fine leg for a huge 6 here. They have managed to play some mind games here with Anshul Kamboj here, and Anshul Kamboj once again bowling the full toss on the middle, and he's been played a lap shot over the fine leg for a huge 6 there, and a huge standing ovation here from KL Rahul watching it from the dugout. He's definitely impressed by the shot here from Ashutosh Sharma. And definitely Delhi Capitals are putting up a decent score here. At one stage they were looking like they would be bundled out or will not be able to get even close to the likes of 135. They are now 141 for 6 with still 5 more balls to go as the first ball's been dispatched for a huge 6 here. Here is Kamboj running into bowl to Ashutosh Sharma this time. A wide ball outside the off stick, and the ball is trying to heave it across the onside off the inside is onto his pads. The ball will roll away towards the left of the bowler, and the batters will scamper for a quick single there. Four more balls to go. 142 for 6. Can they get 10 to 12 more runs? 155 will be extremely good. Can they get 13 runs? Let's be straightforward there. Can they get 13 runs to take them to 155? Here is Kamboj to Rizvi. Rizvi once again trying to play that kind of a shot, and this time the ball once again off the inside edge will roll towards the bowler, and the batters will scamper for a quick single there. And Anshul Kamboj trying to use his footwork, trying to affect a run out in the striker's end, but he's kicked it wide towards the short fine, but no extra run there, just 1 run on offer here for the batters eventually. And if at all you're loving what we're doing out here on Sports Beyond Cancer, do not forget to hit that subscribe button there. We just see that only one person has managed to hit the subscribe until now. And I see 47 people watching the stream, and if you're one amongst the 47 and if you haven't hit that subscribe button there, all it takes is 1 second of your life to hit that subscribe button there, and that will give me a value of an entire lifetime, and it will give me the kind of hope and positivity during my 5th battle of cancer to see that number, and also to wake up with a different mindset there. Would be extremely glad if at all you could hit that subscribe there. This time once again a poor ball, full toss outside the off stump, and he's opened his face of the bat and sliced it over the point region there, and I think the ball probably landed on the rope there, so we'll be having a look upstairs to just get a confirmation. There you go, it's landed straight on the ropes, and that will be a 6 coming off the blade of Ashutosh Sharma. What a cameo he's playing, using the depth of the crease. He's gone back into the crease, waiting for the ball to come onto him. It's a wide full toss outside the off stump. In trying to bowl a Yorker, he's bowled a full toss outside the off stump, and he sliced it over the backward point for a 6 that's landed exactly on the ropes there. 14 runs coming already off this over so far. 2 more balls to go. Ashutosh Sharma, we all understand he's extremely lethal with the bat, especially when it comes to this juncture or point of the game in the last couple of overs there. They'll be definitely happy to get to the score, especially at the stage they were at once in this contest earlier this evening here. This time a Yorker length delivery, he drills it towards the ground. Towards the mid-on fielder, and the scamper for a quick run there, and they're trying to touch the arm of Ruturaj Gaikwad, and Ruturaj Gaikwad gets a direct hit at the non-striker's end, and Ashutosh Sharma will have to make his way back to assessing room. That was a Yorker length delivery outside the off stick, and is squeezed it away, and the ball on the bounce was climbing above Anshul Kamboj's right hand. He gets a finger onto the ball, and the ball rolls away towards the mid-on region there, and he was nowhere in the frame, and Ruturaj Gaikwad getting a direct shy at the stumps at the non-strikers, and Ashutosh Sharma will have to head back towards the dressing room. A good cameo here from Ashutosh Sharma, nevertheless, to power them close to 150. 14 runs off 5 balls for him, and that will be 149 for 6. But most importantly, it's Sameer Rizvi on back strike here for the last ball here. 1-6, and that could take them to 155. Anshul Kamboj to Sameer Rizvi. This time Sameer Rizvi hits it straight over the long off there. Will it be a 6 runs here? Yes, it will be 6 runs. Clearing Matthew's shots. Effort there in the long off region there. Matthew's shot was diving with an outstretched hand, was diving in the air, and he was just almost trying to pluck it out of thin here, but this was hit with some kind of force and just getting the required amount of elevation there. Samir Rizvi, and that will land into the advertising hoarding there, and that will be a 6 here. And what a way to finish off here from Samir Rizvi. He's definitely managed to create some impact with the bat here. He scored 40 runs of 24 balls. Take a bow. Wonderful knock here from the youngster against his former team here, Samir Rizvi, and a lot of applause coming through his way as KL Rahul straight away running into him and applauding his efforts there. And that will be 155 for 7 after 20 overs here. Poor spell here tonight here from Anshul Kamboj. He's been a tad expensive, especially in the last 2 overs. He's not been in his usual self. He was extremely clinical with the last 2 overs in the death, but tonight has not been his case. It's been an off night here for Anshul Kamboj. 20 runs coming off the 20th over, and 14 runs coming off the 18th over, all of coming off the over of the bowling of Anshul Kamboj, and Anshul Kamboj completes with a spell of 4 overs, none for 49 there. That's expensive tonight here from Anshul Kamboj, who's been the prime bowler for CSK and is also the second. He's also the leading, joint leading wicket taker in this campaign with 17 wickets tied up along with Bhunesh Kumar. But that will be 155 for 7. Wonderful batting there by Tristan Stubbs, and Samir Rizvi, who was brought in as a stop-in player, as an impact player to stop the fall of wickets, a flurry of fall of wickets in the innings here. 69 for 5 at one stage at 10.6 overs, and they'll be extremely happy to get it all the way from 69 for 5 after 11 overs to get to 155. I think they managed to score almost 86 runs coming off the last 9 overs with the loss of just 2 wickets, and he was wonderful, Samir Rizvi. Let's have a look at the scorecard. Here you go. Let me put the scorecard out here for you folks out here on Sports Beyond Cancer. There you go. Delhi Capitals winning the toss and surprising all by opting to bat tonight here. Pathum Nisanka was dismissed for 19 of 15, caught in the mid-on by Deval Brevis of the bowling of Mukesh Chowdhury. Off cutter there was done in for change of pace there. KL Rahul beaten in the flight here from Akil Hussain. The last over of power play, he wanted to take on the field, and clever strategy there put in by Ruturaj and Co, and Akil tossing it slower through the air, and the ball turning away from him, and it trying to take on the field and slice it in the air, and it was taken in the cover urgence there as Ruturaj Gaikwad held on each easy catch there. He was dismissed for 12 of 13. Nitish Rana, not a good outing tonight here, 15 of 13, trying to play the sweep shot, hits it straight down the throat of the backward square, deep backward square of the bowling of Noor there. Karun Nair once again a poor ball down the leg, tries to play the sweep shot. His batting woes continue, and he was hit it straight down the throat of the short fine. Dismissed for run ball 13 there. Raksha Patel not his outing, just 2 runs of 6 balls for the captain, hitting it to the cover fielder as the ball stopped off the bowling of Gurjapneet Singh. Tristan Stubbs, who was extremely lucky, who was dropped early when he was on 2 or 3 runs of the bowling of Gurjapneet in the cover regions, and he capitalized on that opportunity and scored 38 runs of 31 balls, building a steady partnership with Samir Rizvi. And Samir Rizvi, the batter, who's ensured who's walked in as an impact player and definitely created a huge impact, scoring 40 of 24 runs and getting those sixes in the end overs and taking them to 155. What at one stage it looked like they wouldn't even get close to 130. They've managed to now put up 155 on board, with Samir Rizvi getting 40 of 24 balls with the 4 sixes on his to his name there. Ashutosh Sharma, a small cameo coming in the last over, penultimate over, just scoring 14 runs of 5 balls, was run out by a direct hit by Ruturaj Gaikwad, and that sums up the batting here at Delhi Capitals. 155 for 7 for CSK tonight with the ball. Akil Hussain wonderful tonight once again, using the surface wonderfully well, tossing it slower through the L and bringing these revolutions on the ball. 4 overs 1 for 19, economy of 4.75. Mukesh Chowdhury once again decent, 4 overs 1 for 31, 7.75 the economy. Noor Ahmed, the 3 overs 2 for 22. Unfortunate, he did not get a full completion of his quota there. Surprise there. Anshul Kamboj 4 overs none for 49, and Gurjapneet 4 overs 1 for 29. But extremely surprised why Jamie Overton, who's been the leading wicket bowler here for CSK in the death, and who's bowled wonderfully in this campaign so far, who's hitting the deck hard, hitting those hard lengths and troubling the batters. He was just given 1 over, that to the penultimate over, and he even executed to perfection there, bowling just the 1 over, giving just 5 runs and taking a wicket. Extremely surprising from the tactics shown in here by Ruturaj Gaikwad to give the big Englishman just the 1 over tonight here, and going for Anshul Kamboj, an off night here for him, 4 overs, none for 49, his 18th over costing 14 and his last over costing 20 runs. And that flurry of boundaries spurring Delhi Capitals to 155. 156 would be the target here for CSK. I think it's still under CSK's hands, but Delhi Capitals will still start to believe, because what at one stage looked like they wouldn't even get close to 130, and with a kind of knock there from Samir Rizvi and the cameo from Tristan Stubbs and Ashutosh Sharma has definitely given them hopes back for them to fight in this contest here and make a case to come back and win this game here. We'll be eagerly back, because the surface is not that batting friendly, so it's going to be a good contest, especially with Mitchell Stark back and with Lungi Engidi back. It's going to be a tough chase. It's going to be a tough chase, especially if they get early wickets in the power play. This is going to be a good match on the cards here. Do not go anywhere else. I'm just going to take a small break, just going to be stretching out myself and just take a small breather and probably fill my water bottle and just use the restroom, and we'll be back for the chase as early as possible. We'll be back on Sports Beyond Cancer as early as possible. Do not go anywhere, and if at all you haven't hit that subscribe button there, this is the time during the innings break. Kindly hit that subscribe button and support my journey and support my cause. That will mean the world to us in this battle against my cancer. You can't imagine the kind of motivation it's been giving me every single day in this battle to give the fight everything I've got in my sleeve there. We'll be back soon. Well, welcome back to Sports Beyond Cancer. For the chase here, this is your very own sports journalist, Sarva Murthy, welcoming you to professional style of sports stream here on Sports Beyond Cancer in this game between Delhi Capitals and Chennai Super Kings. Target here for Chennai Super Kings, 156, and Mitchell Starks will be starting the proceedings. Already bowled 3 balls there, beg your pardon there, we are a tad late as I just had to run a couple of errands here. As here is Mitchell Stark running into ball to Gaikwad, the ball shaping away from the right-hander. Gaikwad just waiting for the ball to come onto him, and he just guides it, drives it along the ground towards the deep point, and he'll be off the mark. Prithviraj Gaikwad, lately he's been in some form here in the reverse fixture when Capitals visited Chennai Super Kings. Sanju Samson lit up the stage with his first century in the Yellowskins, scoring 115 and unbeaten of 56 balls. A wonderful knocker the other night here from the likes of Sanju Samson, the player of the series in the recently concluded T20 International World Cup there. This time he's wrapped on the pads here. A huge appeal there from Mitchell Stark, and they'll scamper for a quick single there, and they had a shy at the bowler's end. Well, that could have been a tough call here. Well, was the ball swinging a little bit too much here? We have 5 minutes left on the DRS clock. Will they be taking the review here? And I think they have taken it upstairs here because they understand it's a big wicket of Sanju Samson, and they definitely did not want to miss out on that one, because I think Sanju Samson, that could be a tough call because he was wrapped on the pads, and the original edition is not out here. We'll have to wait and watch. Sanju Samson will be nervously watching at the big screen of what happened out there. Great ball here from Mitchell Stark, running in from around the wicket, over the wicket, and the ball pitching and crashing on his pads. It kept a tad low as he tried to flick it off his pads. Could be hitting the leg stump or going down the leg. We never know. We'll have to wait and watch. This could be touch and go, as it is a tight call there for the third umpire. He's asked to wait for the ultra edge. I think there's no bad on that one, to be honest, but probably is it kissing the leg stump, and will it be going in the favor of the umpire's call? Most likely it looks like it's going to go in that kind of a fashion here. He's tried to play the on drive, but he's missed the ball keeping a tad low. But I think it's got an inside edge there. The ultra edge confirming there. There's a spike on the ultra edge there. It's got an inside edge there. That should make it clear here for CSK fans. They will be extremely happy, and that'll be a run here. Well. But Prithviraj Gaikwad immediately set off for the run, whereas Sanju Samson was looking at the umpire there as the bowler was appealing loudly for the leg before the wicket, and Samson, realizing that the captain was almost halfway down the pitch, and then he had to scamper down the non-striker's end and a shy at the non-striker's end, but Sanju Samson somehow made it there, and they'll get a run on that occasion here. Mitchell Stark steaming in to bowl to Gaikwad here. This time the ball, good length, shaping away from the right-handers, tried to play the cut shot here, the ball climbing onto him, and good carry there to KL Rahul, the wicket-keeper, and that'll be a good dot ball here. Good start here from Mitchell Stark. Just 3 runs coming off the first over here, 3 over for none after 1. 153 required of 114 balls there. Samir Rizvi, what a knock he played tonight here to resuscitate Delhi Capitals and take them to 155. Akshay Patel will start the proceedings here, taking the pace away from the ball there, and this time, what a wonderful shot here. Absolute delight here to watch to the eyes here. Probably the best shot of the game, and probably the best shot of the last 10 to 15 days there. What an absolute delight to the eyes there. Wonderful shot. Akshay Patel into the attack outside the off stump, and Sanju Samson backing himself on the leg side and goes inside out. Doesn't even try to hit the ball hard. just punching it over the cover region there and holding the stance there. Doesn't even complete the full follow through. Pure timing and elegance behind that shot here. We can watch this replay every day, in and out there. What a wonderful shot, and that ball sailed over the cover region there for a huge six there. Absolutely, the crowds loved it, the CSK dugout loved it, and the bench loved it, and even the oppositions would have definitely released that shot here. An absolute delight to the eyes. Absolute pure shot here from Sanju Samson, and the next ball he picks up a single there towards the long off region there. This time a quicker ball and good fielding there is driven it towards the wide of the cover region there, and Nitish Rana running and putting in the dive and stopping the ball. Ruturaj Gaikwad of halfway down the pitch, but it's been sent back by Samson there. Wonderful to wait for the ball to pass the fielder and then look at the single there. This time shuffles across the leg stick and drives it towards the left of the cover fielder. That will just be a dot ball. Well, that broadcasters are repeatedly showing that visuals of that inside shot. What a follow through, and great body position, great head balance, and no wonder it's timed to perfection. Beauty to the eyes there, absolute delight to the eyes. If you're a cricketing fan and if you love watching batting, a shot of the highest class and a shot of the highest elegance there. Pure richness written behind that shot there. And this time Ruturaj Gaikwad shuffling down the leg, and once again they're not showing that ball, they're once again showing that six there. The broadcasters to completely in love with the shot, showing it from different angles there. That was the kind of shot it played, but this time Ruturaj Gaikwad shuffling down the leg, and the ball Akshay Patel trying to cramp him for face, bowls it down the leg, and Ruturaj Gaikwad misses the flick, and it will be a tough chance for KL Rahul to hold on the ball down the leg, and that will run away into the boundary there. 4 wides here for CSK. They'll absolutely take it up the sleeve here. This time the ball tossing it slower through the air, turning into the mid stick there. He shuffles and tries to cut it past the infield in the cover point, but is it cut it towards the cover point, and that will be a dot ball to end the over here. 15 for none after 2 overs here. Well, the broadcasters not even hesitating. They are repeatedly showing that shot of Sanju Samson here. A touch of class and elegance and authority written all over it. Didn't even try to over-hit it. Didn't even try to play that kind of a lofted shot. Just moved a tad towards the leg stump, and the ball was with the arm ball was coming into him. Just with the arc, he created that arc with the arm and went inside out and did not even complete the full follow through. Just a post for the cameras there. Wonderful to the eyes there from Sanju Samson there. This time Mitchell Stark running into ball to Sanju Samson, trying to guide it down past the short third, but that will just be a dot ball here. Couple of bounces towards the short third there. 145.1 clicks down that one. The Australian seamer cranking up some pace tonight here. He's bowled wonderfully, and he's definitely added some lethal strength to the bowling lineup of Delhi Capitals. And with the return of Lungi Engiri, definitely a huge. The Delhi Capitals bowling would be heavily bolstered with the arrival of the South African. I think he's someone who can use the conditions well, especially the slow in-dipping balls, full tosses, and the change of paces where he managed to deceive the batters time and time again here. This time trying to keep the ball away from the reach of Sanju Samson, bowls it wide outside the wide guideline on the off stump, off the offside, and that should be a clear white ball there. And if at all you haven't hit that like and subscribe button there, requesting you all to hit that like and subscribe button there. I see 34 members watching the stream, but only one person hitting the subscribe over the duration of 1 hour 55 minutes there. Only one subscribe in 1 hour 55 minutes, but 35 people have been consistently watching. If at all you haven't hit it, at least for the kind of effort we are putting when battling the 5th cancer, at least for the kind of effort and the kind of energy we are putting in during this battle against the cancer, and the kind of inputs we are giving in, and the kind of professionalism we are trying to bring in on the stream here, do take this 1 second of your life, because because every single subscribe will give me the motivation to battle this cancer in a better manner. It will give me the right kind of positivity, and hopefully, if at all you haven't hit the subscribe and watching the stream here, just take this 1 second of your life and hit that subscribe. It's going to give you a motivation for my entire lifetime as I continue this journey on this channel here. This time he tries to play the late cut, and good fielding there by Samir Rizvi in the deep in the backward point region there. Had it gone past him, that would have been 4 there, because Sanju Samson trying to use the pace of the bowler, trying to guide it towards the backward point region for a boundary, but a good full stretch dive there, and is stopped 4 runs and saved 4 runs for his team here. This time a full delivery outside the off stump is driven it through the covers here. Diving effort here from Patum Nisanka towards his left. He's managed to get a hand onto the ball and is deflected it towards the sweeper cover, and that will be just see the single there once again, saving 3 runs here. 7 runs already being saved off the last 2 balls here. The DC fielders need to be on the top of the game, just like they've been. Every single run saved will mean monumental here in this defense of this target here. No, it's a low target comparatively, 156. They need to be on top of the game. They need to be clinical on the field to support their bowlers here. This time in the air, lucky there from Ruturaj Gaikwad, opens the face of the bat, flying off the outside edge, goes in the air over the short third and will run away into the boundary there. Big smile here from Mitchell Stark. He clearly understands that this game, the shortest format of the game, can sometimes be cruel and unfair. That was angling away from him. That was bowled with quick pace, and Ruturaj Gaikwad, no footwork, trying to drive it through the infield. And the ball, I think he rolled his fingers in the last moment there, and off the slice of the bat, it flies in the air over the long of third and runs away into the third man boundary there. And a big smile on Mitchell Stark's face. Mitchell Stark steaming in once again. Good ball this time. A good length delivery, angling in towards Ruturaj Gaikwad's off stick. He's tapped it towards cover region there, and the batters will scamper for a quick single there. Patum Nisanka diving in and trying to attempt to run out of the non-striker's end, but he'll miss the target. But I think Ruturaj Gaikwad was in the crease there. Well, that could have been risky there. A tough single there. Patum Nisanka putting in a dive and wins one single motion, trying an underarm attempt to have a shy at non-strikers in, but Ruturaj Gaikwad just managing to come into the crease, and Patum Nisanka did not hit the stump on that occasion there. The last ball of Stark's second over here. Sanju Samson. The ball wide outside the off stump, full length, and Sanju Samson was away from his reach, but no footwork on that one. Tried to reach the ball and drive it through the infield. He's missed the ball, and that will be a dot ball to end the over here. 22 for none after 3 here. CSK 134 required of 130, 134 required of 102. That's the equation here for Chennai Super Kings in this contest. Lungi and Giri into the attack here, straight away in swinger, and Ruturaj Gaikwad tries to play the on drive, but he's missed the ball and is wrapped on the pads. Loud up in here from Lungi Sani Yengiri, but definitely the impact outside the off stump there, and there you go, that should be not out here. Well, beg your pardon there, it's come off the inside edge. The replay showing that it's come off the inside edge onto the pad, and the umpire straight away spotting that inside edge and calling it not out there. Lungi Angiri to Ruturaj Gaikwad. This time, once again, the ball keeping a tad short, a tad low. It was a little short, and Ruturaj Gaikwad thought he can play the full shot, but the ball keeping a tad low and hitting it on his thighs. And off the thigh, the ball will run away towards the cover region, front of the cover, and they'll take a single there. This time is driven it along the ground towards the cover fielder. That should be a dot ball here. This time straying down the pads is driven it towards the right of the mid-wicket fielder. He'll dive towards his right and cut off the ball. But meanwhile, the batters will take that single there. And with that single, that should be the end of the over here. 20. Beg your pardon there, it's not the end of the over there. CSK 8.06 the required run rate. Lungisani Angiri to Ruturaj Gaikwad. Ruturaj Gaikwad tries to flick it. It's in the air. Will this be taken? Yes, it will be taken here. Straight away into the hands of the fielder in the deep square leg region there. And that will be the first breakthrough here. The much important wicket of Ruturaj Gaikwad, who's coming off back-to-back 50s into this game. And the sea of blue and red erupt out here at the Arun Jaitley Stadium here. They have managed to get rid of the captain, the opposition captain, who's been in form here. 136.1 clicks on that one into the leg stick, and Ruturaj Gaikwad trying to flick it off the leg stick there, and no power and no elevation behind that shot. Doesn't get the clean bat onto that one, and is flicked straight down the throat of the fielder there in the deep square leg. And Lungisani Angiri points his fingers towards the skies there, and he's been caught by Samir Rizvi and bowled off Lungi Angiri. He's been dismissed for 6 runs of 13 balls. Not an ideal start here for the Chennai Super Kings captain tonight in this chase, and that will be the first breakthrough here for Delhi Capitals. 24 for 1 after 3.5, and Lungisani Angiri coming back after that injury. He is definitely straight away got off a wicket, and that was the big wicket of the opposition captain, who's lately been in form with back-to-back 50s here. 24 for 1 after 3.5, and Delhi Capitals drawing first blood in this defense of the target here. And CSK, poor shot here from the Chennai Super Kings keeper. He was trying to accelerate and play that release shot as he was 6 runs of 12 balls, and he was looking for that one boundary to get that momentum and break the shackles, but unfortunately he's flicked it straight down the throat of Samir Rizvi there. That will bring in Oril Patel out there at number 3. Oril Patel, good length delivery, shaping away from the batter there, just going past the outside edge, and where you go. That could have been close there. That could have been touch and go there, and no edge, and the batter will survive. That shows a wonderful over here coming in to culmination here from Lungisani Angiri. 24 for 1 after 4 here. Just 1 run and a wicket here for Lungisani Angiri. What a comeback after the injury. Straight away storming into the playing 11 and is bowled one hell of an opening over here, and hopefully he'll be the key here tonight for Delhi Capitals with the ball here. Akshay Patel angling into the legs of Sanju Samson, happy to rock back and guide it along the ground towards the deep mid wicket for a single there. Lungisani Yangiri, that was a cross seam delivery, and Rithraj Gaikwad flicking it straight into the throat of the field there in the deep square leg region there. He would be absolutely livid with himself. It was not a wicket-taking delivery. He was trying to play that pressure release kind of a shot here. This time Akshay Patel into the fellow Gujarat player there for Urvil Patel. He drives it along the ground towards the long off for a single there. And he'll be off the mark. Tossing it slower through the air outside the off stump, and Sanju Samson waiting for the ball to turn and playing it a tad late and just punches it towards the cover field. That will just be a dot ball here. This time shuffling across the leg, once again slower through the air, this time a tad fuller, and is happy to drive it towards the long off for a single there. Rithraj Gaikwad, he'll be livid with himself with the kind of shot he's played, especially with fielder protecting that region in the outfield. This time Urvil Patel trying to go over the infield, shuffling across the off stick and trying to go over the offside. The ball slower through the air and keeping a tad low off the inside as the ball will run to the short backward square. That should be a dot ball there. Well, Urvil Patel, he definitely needs to play more sensibly there. This time he's charged down the ground, trying to go over the top here, and in the air he's dragged it along towards the deep mid wicket. One bounce into the field there in the deep mid wicket region there, protecting the area, and that should be just a single on offer here for the batters here. 28 for 1 after 5 here. Urvil Patel, he definitely can take on the bowlers, he can definitely take on the field. He brings in that kind of an attitude and mindset because he's someone who loves to go over the top and clear the fences because he fancies and he definitely has faith in the kind of strength he has to clear the ropes. But sometimes you have to curb your natural instincts just to play according to the situation and have some situational awareness so that you do not put the team under more crisis just in case your shot does not come out. But these modern Gen Z players sometimes love playing that fearless brand of cricket that sometimes comes your way, but sometimes it doesn't come your way, and that is the risk behind playing that high risk, high reward kind of cricket brand of cricket here. And Urvil Patel definitely someone who likes to play that sort of innings, and here is all set to play. Lungisani Yangiri there this time, full delivery, and Urvil Patel will drive it towards the mid-on, and all he can take is a single there. Lungisani Yangiri, he's been wonderful in this campaign so far, and he was injured the other day. There was a lot of concerns when he tried to take a catch off the, I think it was against Punjab Kings, off the catch off, I think it was Priyan Sharia there. He was running backwards from the mid-on, to be honest, if I'm not wrong there, and when the ball was going above his head and he dived backwards, he threw his body backwards trying to catch the ball, and he missed the catch, and his head and neck into the ground, and he crashed his head into the ground there. And after that an ambulance had to come in the field to take him off straight away to the hospital there. There was a lot of concerns. We were all worried because it's extremely tough to watch any cricketer or any sport person facing the brunt of injury on the field, despite the rivalry, despite the kind of rivalry or the other team, despite the kind of opposition team you're supporting. But glad to see him back tonight, and glad to see him bowl in the kind of manner that we know he's been bowling in the recent times. 8 matches and 8 wickets for him so far in this campaign, with an economy of 8.32 here. It is Lungisani Yangiri to Sanju Samson. Sanju Samson trying to use the depth of the crease, the good length delivery, angling into his body, punches it towards the wide of the mid-on, and they'll take a single there. A good start here from Delhi Capitals to pull back things to wonderful extent. It's almost the last over of the power play, and just 30 runs have been given, especially after 15 runs were scored. I think 15 or 12 runs were scored of the second over, and they have managed to pull back things to come quite some extent, especially Lungisani Yangiri bowling that kind of an over, and then Akshay Patel keeping it tight in the last over. So definitely they have managed to pull back things to some extent here, keeping the run rate below 6 there. That should do a world of good here for Delhi Capitals as they try to pile up more pressure on the opposition, and wickets will be definitely key here for them. Here is Engiri to run into ball to Uril Patel. A slower ball outside the off stump. Uril Patel gets underneath the ball as it is high in the air. Will this be taken here? Well, good attempt here by the fielder there, Ashutosh, and the ball will be cut off just on the edge of the ropes there. Well, that was a slower ball. 113.3 clicks on that one, and Uril Patel failing to read the pace on the ball coming off the hands of Lungisani Engiri. In the last moment, he rolled his fingers to the full length delivery, and Uril Patel trying to go over the top, trying to go big. The ball went into the skies, and Ashutosh Sharma had to run in all the way towards the long on region there. From the deep mid-wicket region there, almost managed to get to the catch, but the ball just going past his palms and was almost trickling down towards the ropes, but then he's had to come back and slide and cut the ball on the edge of the rope, and that will just be 2 runs here for Uril Patel here. Great change of pace here from Lungisani Engiri. This time the ball's angled into his body. This time Uril Patel gets it clean. He heaves it across the line, and a huge 6 over the deep square there. The first of the evening here for Uril Patel here. This is what he's known for. He's someone who fancies clearing the field. He missed out on the last ball. He failed to read the change of pace on that. This time it is a quick ball angled into his body there in the right length, and he heaves it across the line. Oh, the square leg there. Huge 6 there coming off the blade of Uril Patel. 71 meter 6. It's the last ball of the power play here, and it was evident that CSK will be looking to maximize before the field restrictions will be relaxed because they have not got off to a good start with the skipper back in the dugout scoring just 6 of 13 balls, and Sanju Samson less than a run a ball at the other end, just 14 of 15, especially after the second over where they scored 12 runs. They could not capitalize and continue in a similar fashion, but this 6 will definitely give them some confidence and up the scoring rate here. The last ball of the power play here. This time Uril Patel stands tall and gets underneath the ball, and he's hit it high in the air, and it's gone straight over the long on there for a huge 6 here. 2 6s on the track to complete the power play here. That will definitely bolster CSK's scoring rate in the run rate here. Wonderful shot. That is what is known to do, and that is the exact very same reason that CSK brought him in as a replacement in the last season, and that is the exact same reason that CSK have kept him in the continued to keep him in the squad in this addition to, and he's someone who's extremely fearless. He brings in that kind of an attitude and mindset where he's not afraid to face any bowlers, irrespective of what situation it is, irrespective of the wickets column, irrespective of the kind of surface. He's someone who loves taking on the field, and he's someone who loves clearing the field with ease, and no ground in the world can turn out to be small. I know he still needs to be more temperament. He needs to bring in more patience to his game, because you can't expect every ball to be hit out of the park. I'm gladly over the course of time with the coaches in place, he brings in more temperament and more kind of calmness and authority to his game here, because he only knows to play one way, that is taking the bowlers to the cleaners here. Well, it's definitely wonderful to see him take that big handle there, but sometimes he just needs to pace his innings as per the situation, because the situation tonight, the required run rate is 8.33, and they definitely need to build a partnership, and those sixes were extremely crucial to spur CSK to 44 for 1 after the end of power play here. Akshay Patel into the attack for the third time straight away. He's going to bowl out his overs, I guess. He's into his third over here, and this time the ball's punched back towards the left of Akshay. That will be a dot ball here. This time angling into the middle stake. Sanju Samson happy to tuck it along the ground towards the deep mid-wicket in there. Sanju Samson actually is playing sensibly. He does not want to take the risk, especially with the dismissal of Ruturaj Gaikwad. I think he'll take up more responsibility and let Uril Patel have the center stage out there in the middle, because he's hitting it clean, and he'll ensure that he'll take the game deep in the form and let Uril Patel take the center stage here. This time Uril Patel, I think he's been stumped here. KL Rahul whips the bails off. Wonderful ball, just going past the outside edge, drawing him into the play, that drive there. Uril Patel was drawn forward to play the drive and he's missed the ball, and KL Rahul whipping the bails within the bails within a flash there, and straight away Uril Patel smashes his bat onto the ground, and he realized that he's ventured out of the crease, and he does not even wait for the third umpire. He's straight away walking towards the dressing room there. Great bowling here from Akshay Patel, tossing it slower through the air outside the off stick and turning away from the right-hander, forcing him to play that drive, and he's missed the ball as he stormed out of the crease trying to play the inside-out drive. I think first we'll have to check with the ultra edge there. I think they're checking with the ultra edge and there's no bat on that, no spike on the ultra edge there, but I think it's a clear stumping there. Because Uril Patel himself was extremely sure that that was a clean stumping there from KL Rahul. KL Rahul holds on to the ball. Uril Patel's feet are still in the air and it's not been grounded, and I think he's whipped the bails off, and I think that should be the end of Uril Patel there. Great bowling here from Akshay Patel, the Bapu. And there you go, that should be red there, that should be out here. There you go, the big screen confirming that it's out. And Uril Patel dismissed for 17 offline, and that should be 45 for 2 after 6.3. Stumped by KL Rahul, bowled Akshay Patel. That is what I was talking about. He needs to bring in more temperament and calmness to his game. Especially he's got 2 sixes of the previous 2 balls and he's gone for playing an aggressive drive and has missed the ball completely. Karthik Sharma will be walking in at number 4 here for CSK. He's had a good outing in the last game, scoring his maiden 50 and also ensuring he scored the winning runs and taking CSK across the line in the last game against Mumbai Indians. Tonight he has a different role. 45 for 2 after 6.3. Akshay Patel this time, good ball angling into Karthik Sharma. He's just tapped it towards the front of the cover and was keen for the single there, but Sanju Samson rightfully sending him back. And Karthik Sharma having a bright smile on his face as he acknowledges Sanju Samson's decision to not take that single there, because that would have been suicidal there, and CSK definitely cannot afford a run out at this stage. Good bowling here from Akshay Patel, angling it into the right-hander, just cautiously watching it and tapping back towards the bowler. That will be a dot ball here. This time a tad shot, and Karthik Sharma rocks back and pulls it away and bisects the fielders to perfection there, hitting it in the deep mid-wicket region there, and between the deep mid-wicket fielder and the long-on fielder there, and he'll pick up a boundary here and he'll be off the mark here. 49 for 2 after 7 here. Wonderful over nevertheless, despite the boundary from here, Akshay Patel, and that'll be 49 for 2 here for CSK. And if at all you haven't hit that subscribe button there, take this moment and hit that subscribe button there. 107 require 78 balls. If at all you love what we're doing out here on Sports Beyond Cancer, kindly hit that subscribe button. We have just had 1 subscription in the last 2 hours 19 minutes, just 1 subscription, but we have not given up on hope. We are eagerly waiting for more people to subscribe, because we always stick to positivity, because we are doing it for the love of the game, for the love of the fight against my 5th cancer, and to give it all and to show it to the universe that despite all the odds, we are not going to settle for anything less. We are going to fight till the end of our lives. We are going to give it all to the passion of sports and for the passion of the life there. And if at all you haven't hit that subscribe, just you can support my journey and my battle, not just by scanning the UPI code, but also by hitting that subscribe button there. Every single subscription will give me the kind of motivation to wake up with a better mindset as I wriggle and battle through my 5th cancer here. Is Kuldeep Yadav into the attack for the first time here. The ball turning into the right-hander. Sanju Samson drives it towards the short mid-wicket, and that will be a dot ball here. Natarajan there fielding in the short mid-wicket. He'll definitely come in the later half of the game, especially he'll be crucial at the death and in the middle half of the game, the middle phase of the game there. This could be an exciting contest. Kuldeep versus Sanju Samson. (15 runs of 18 balls for Sanju Samson. Kuldeep Yadav, flight delivery outside the off stump, happy to run it down towards the long off for a single on that occasion there. And that single will also bring up the 50 here for CSK. 50 coming up in the 8th over, 106 required of 76. Kuldeep Yadav just defending the ball towards the cover, watching the ball come off the hands of Kuldeep Yadav carefully there at the back of the hand delivery, and he's defended it in front of his pads towards the cover fielder. That will be a dot ball here. This time he banks it a tad short, and Karthik Sharma rocks back and drags it along the ground towards the deep mid wicket for a single there. Delhi Capitals were at a similar after 7.4 overs, were exactly on the same score there. So it's even Stevens between both the teams. Even Delhi were 51 for 2 after 7.4. Even CSK are 51 for 2 after 7.4. So it's even Stevens at this moment in this contest here. Despite being 27.4 overs into the game, it's still even Stevens out here in this contest here. That is what we love. This time banks it in short, and Sanju Samson rocks back, and that is enough for him to have all the time in the world to pull it over the deep mid-wicket field there for a 6-year. Much required boundary here for CSK and Sanju Samson. That will do a world of good for CSK and Sanju Samson. Banged in short, Sanju Samson rocks back, hits a flat 6 over the deep mid-wicket for, and straight away pumps his fist onto his pads here. He was waiting for that delivery, and that will be a huge 6 here, 76 meter 6 here for Sanju Samson. This time tossing it slower through the air, and Sanju Samson wanted to drive it towards the long on for a single, but he's only driven it towards the short mid-wicket region, towards the right of Kuldeep, beg your pardon there. And Kuldeep will collect the ball, so no chance for the bowler batters to take a single there. That will be the end of the over here. 8 overs done and dusted in this contest. That will be 57 for 2. As you can see, the batting lineup of CSK, they have the likes of Deval Bravis, Jamie Overton still to come in the mix, along with the likes of, I think it's going to be Shivam Dubey who's going to come in as an impact player there. So definitely they will be looking at getting in Shivam Dubey in this contest. He's been on the bench tonight here. He's not had a good time with his hands in the field. He's not been fielding well. I think that's the reason. I think Shivam Dubey not featuring in the playing 11 when CSK were bowling, and he could be brought in as an impact sub tonight in the form of a pure batter, just like how Dhoni used to utilize the services of Shivam Dubey during his times as a captain there. Kindly hit that subscribe button there. Eagerly waiting for your subscribe button. We just had one subscription so far in the stream here across the 2 hours, 12 minutes, 24 minutes here. Natarajan into the attack here. The ball banged in short outside the off stump, shaping away from the left hander off the bottom inside edge. The ball I tried to cut the ball off the inside edge. It's gone on the bounce to the backward point. Should be a dot ball there. Nattu running in to Karthik. Good ball, good length delivery, climbing onto the batter there. He's tried to cut it towards the left of the backward point, but good fielding there from the backward point region, and Karthik had landed out of the crease, and the fielder having a shy at the striker's end, but Karthik had to put in the dive, but the fielder not getting a direct hit there. Good fielding there from Samir Razvi, and that will be a dot ball again. Trot here. And thank you for your message there. 5 go. Do you think DC can win from here? Definitely 5 go. DC can definitely win from here. They are exactly in the same scenarios there. Both the teams were in a similar kind of situation because of the innings of Samir Rizvi at that stage, they managed to get to 140, 155. Someone would have to play that kind of a knock here for CSK. If Delhi Capitals pick a wicket or two here, I think they'll definitely be in the prime positions. Just to let you know, they still have only the likes of Deval Bravis and Jamie Overton, Nakil Hossain, and one impact player to come in. So most of the batters have not been in form here for CSK. CSK has been relying heavily on the top order with the likes of Sanju Samson, and in the last two games Ruturaj Gaikwad and Karthik Sharma coming to party in the last game, but otherwise there have been nothing much for contribution from the middle order there. Even Shivan Dubey has been struggling, even the likes of Deval Bravis has been struggling, so definitely they will feel. Thank you there, thank you for your subscription there, Deepak Iyer. Thank you so much, Deepak Iyer. Lovely to have your subscription there. Extremely lovely to have your subscription, and welcome to the family here at Sports Beyond Cancer, Deepak Iyer. Hope you're doing good and hope you're having a wonderful time, and wonderful to have you here in this global community here on Sports Beyond Cancer. So DC definitely can believe, especially with the kind of form CSK is in, and especially if the fielders back them, if they take their catches, and I'll be expecting they get the pass, get rid of Sanju Samson as early as possible, because Sanju Samson is playing cleverly. Since the dismissal of Ruturaj Gaikwad, he's changed his mindset, he's changed his attitude, he's changed the kind of gears he was playing with. He's not now trying to hit it across the line, he's not trying to go over the top, he's taking those singles, he's wanting to take his game deep, he's trying to build a partnership here, because he's realized that it's extremely important for him to stay in the middle and to carry on as long as possible. And there you go, this time the ball banged in, a little shot outside the off stump, and Sanju Samson punches it through the offside. The ball goes past the mid off and will run away to the boundary there. 4 runs here for Sanju Samson here. This time full length delivery outside the off stump, lot of width on offer here, and Sanju Samson drives it past the cover fielder, and he'll pick up a 4 runs here once again. 2 boundaries on the trot, and that will release some pressure here for not just CSK but also for Sanju Samson, who was batting at a runner ball. A poor ball there from Natarajan there. Width on offer outside the off stump, and he drives it straight through the line, through the covers, and will pick up 4 runs here, and that will be 66 for 2 after 9 here. 9 runs coming off the over. It was a wonderful over for the first 4 balls. Just 1 run coming off the first 4 balls, and the last 2 balls being punished for 4 runs there, for 8 runs there. 66 for 2 after 9, and that will be the mandatory strategic timeout here. A lot of things to assess for both the teams, and Delhi Capitals still will believe that they are in this game here. Why would Delhi Capitals bat first? They haven't won 2 of their games here batting first. Such an odd decision, I feel. Definitely Fago, it's not just you that are feeling odd. Even me, you, and a lot of people felt odd. Even the likes of Ruturaj Gaikwad would have felt odd. Even the like the presenter would have felt odd, because we were all expecting that who was going to win the toss was going to take the option of fielding first. But straight away we were extremely surprised when Akshay Patel said that we'll be batting first. It sent a lot of surprises across all our faces there, just like the way you are surprised. Even I was surprised. Even the likes of the presenter would have been surprised. A lot of cricketing fraternity would have been surprised. An extremely odd decision. I'm not sure what was the reason behind the management thinking to bat first here. Extremely surprised, especially with Dew coming into play, and especially also with most of the teams wanting to bat second, chase down targets in this contest so far, and also on this wicket. I was really surprised, just like me, just like you are there. Wonderful question once again from Fago. I'm just trying to make to get some rational about, think about some rational why Akshay Patel and co on the management would have decided that they would have wanted to bat first here. Is it something to do with that they are succumbing under the pressure when they come down to chase, or something like that? I'm not sure what happened there, or did they misread the wicket here? I am extremely confused, especially with CSK having the spinners. Did they want to bat first? But I was of the other thought that with CSK having 2 spinners, with Dew coming into play, it would have been tough for the CSK spinners to grip the ball during the second half of the game. I was extremely surprised with the decision, just equally as you are there. 66 for 2 after 9, 90 required of 66. And Delhi Capitals will definitely believe that if they get a 1 wicket or 2 here, they will be definitely back into this contest here. Samir Rizvi, the impact player, being brought in to address the crisis during the Delhi Capitals slump in the batting order, and is ensured he's scored an unbeaten 40 of 24 with some cameos there from Stubbs, 38 of 31, and then 5 ball 15 run 14 or 15 run cameo there from Ashutosh Sharma, spurring them to 155 there. And CSK, Anshul Kamboj not bowling to the best of his marks tonight here, failing to nail those Yorkers, gifted some full tosses and was taken away for 3 to 4 sixes in the last couple of overs, and then that helped Delhi Capitals to race away to 155, 66 for 2 after 9. And Divar Brevis has not been amongst the greatest of touches in the IPL so far. He's struggling, especially when the wickets are tad slow, and Delhi Capitals still I definitely believe that Delhi Capitals still have a big chance to get to defend this target here, especially if Kuldeep comes to party. Especially that will be a wonderful thing here. Kuldeep Yadav is all set to bowl the next over here, running into bowl to Karthik Sharma. Wonderful ball there, turning away from the right-hander, keeping a tad low, and Rahul whipping the bails off, half-hearted appeal there to the leg umpire there. Will they be going upstairs? I'm not sure if they'll be going upstairs there. They'll just probably do a background check, I guess. They'll just probably do a background check, I'm assuming, on that occasion there. Kuldeep. What a wonderful shot. Has he managed to clear the field? Wonderful shot here. This is why CSK paid 14.2 crores for this youngster here. He is someone who loves to play these kind of shots inside out and going over the long off. We saw him do it against the likes of Mitchell Santner, not once but twice against the game against Mumbai Indians, not in the previous game, in that reverse fixture in Chepauk and in Wankhede, beg your pardon there. And this time a flight delivery outside the off stump. He's gone inside out over the wide of the long off region there for a huge six as the ball crashes on top of the Delhi dugout. Wonderful shot coming off things. A flight delivery outside the off stump. He goes in with a great follow through and hitting it through the line. Wonderful shot here, and KL Rahul definitely knows that's a great shot here. Watching the youngster from the behind the wickets there play that kind of a shot here. Class written all over it. This time a flatter one, and the ball full length and extra bounce and going past the outside edge as he tries to drive it through the offside. There is missed the ball, and that will be a dot ball on this occasion here. Sanju Samson just walking up to him and probably letting him know to take it calm. Do not worry about the dot ball there, because Karthik is extremely livid out there, missing out on that ball there. A touch of class on that shot on that one. That to go down over the top to the one of the world's best, Kuldeep Yadav. This time a shimmy down the ground, and the ball, as soon as he saw him walking down the ground, he kept it a little short, and Karthik Sharma had to adjust his shot and just tucks it away towards the wide of the long one, and just a single on offer there. Full-length delivery outside the off stump, and Sanju Samson drives it towards the right of the cover field there. Sanju Samson was halfway into the run, and Karthik Sharma was caught ball watching there, and Sanju Samson had to let out a loud roar for Karthik Sharma to get on with the run, and eventually Karthik Sharma will cross over and they'll pick up a single, and Sanju Samson will keep the strike here. 74 for 2 at the halfway stage in this case. That is 10 overs done and dusted. We are 74 for 2. Chennai Super Kings. 8 runs coming off this over of Kuldeep Yadav's second, and the partnership, a steady partnership here. 29 of 21 balls. The required run rate climbing once again to 8.16. Delhi Capitals need to capitalize. Slowly they're trying to build some pressure on the opposition. A wicket or two here will definitely mean the world to him. especially the wicket of Sanju Samson. He's definitely changed gears. Sanju Samson, he's realized after the dismissal of Ruturaj Gaikwad that he needs to change gears and play that responsible innings and not try to go over the top, and is rotating the strikes and trying to play an anchor kind of a knock here. This time he's tried to punch it down the ground towards the long off, but Akshay Patel will hold on to the ball. That will be a dot ball here. Akshay Patel into his last over of his spell. He's bowled wonderfully, 3.1, 1 for 21, picking up the wicket of Uril Patel earlier this in this spell here. This time Sanju Samson drives it along the ground towards the right of the sweeper cover, but just a single on offer as Pathum Nisanka will cover the ball and will cover the field and quickly get rid of the ball there. This could be an interesting contest here. Karthik Sharma against Akshay Patel. Karthik Sharma loves to go inside out, and this could be an interesting contest here. This time the ball keeping a tad low outside the off stick, and is happy to drag it along the ground and tuck it away towards the long on for a single there. Akshay Patel, flight delivery, and Sanju Samson once again happy to drill it down the ground towards the long off for a single there. Sensible batting there. Hopefully they are trying to see off Sanju Akshay Patel there. This time he's driven it straight towards the cover fielder. That should be a dot ball. Just 3 runs coming off the first 5 balls. The last ball of Akshay Patel's spell. Can he get a 2 for here tonight? A wicket will do a world of good here for Delhi Capitals. A quicker one angling into the pads. He's happy to tuck it down towards the deep wicket. He'll pick up a single there. 4 runs coming off Akshay Patel's last over. A wonderful spell comes to a culmination here. 4 overs, 1 for 25 and 78 for 2 after 11 here. 78 required of 54. Kuldeep Yadav into the attack. Karthik Sharma rocks back, and the ball turning away from him outside the off stick, and will punch it towards the long off for a single there. Kuldeep Yadav trying to keep it short because he's realized when he's flighted the ball, Karthik Sharma hitting him over the covers for a huge 6 in the previous occasion. So this time keeping a little bit short and flatter on this occasion, not trying to give the batter any room and opportunity to get underneath the ball there. This time flight delivery in the slot here. Sanju Samson, will he take the gamble here? Yes, he does. The ball sailing into the top tier in the long on region there. A huge 6, and that will do a world of good here for Sanju Samson here. He was waiting and trying to play those calculated, waiting to take those calculated risks. And this time, because the ball was in the slot, he has decided to throw the bat at it, and he'll pick up 6 runs here over the long on there. A huge 86-meter 6 here, landing into the second tire there. Sanju Samson there, 71 of 52, the equation. Once again, poor ball, banged it in short. Sanju Samson will rock back and pull it away towards the deep mid-wicket region there. 6 runs here, 2 sixes on the trot here for Cheta from Kerala. Sanju Samson coming to the party here. He's waited for this bad deliveries. He's played a sensible knock here after the dismissal of Ruturaj Gaikwad. He's shifted gears. He's not been the usual Sanju Samson. He had to curb his natural instincts, not to take on the bowlers, not take on the field. He was rotating the striker. He was running the singles hard. He was staying patient out there for the middle, waiting for the bowlers to make mistakes, and he's capitalized on 2 errors bowled from the likes of Kuldeep Yadav. 1 ball in the slot goes over the long on, and 1 ball, a half tracker. He's dispatched it over the deep mid wicket there. 2 sixes here on the trot. This time a quicker one, straying down the leg, and Sanju Samson just helps it away as he plays the lap shot. And the ball runs away in the fine leg region there for 4 runs here. This is the over that CSK were waiting for. Seam up delivery here from Kuldeep Yadav. Extremely unusual here from Kuldeep. He's bowled seam up delivery, but straying down the leg. Even if Sanju Samson had left it, it would have been a tough chance for KL Rahul to take that ball down the leg, but because it was coming in so quick. But Sanju Samson just turning the face of the bat and just guiding it past the fine leg region there, bringing it past the wicket keeper for 4 runs here. He's raced away to 49 of 31 balls. This time a flight delivery outside the off stump, and Sanju Samson a forward stride and drives it along the ground towards the long off region there, and that will bring up the half century. A sensible knock here from Sanju Samson. Highly mature and applying a lot of situational awareness, especially after the dismissal of Ruturaj Gaikwad. CSK were in trouble, and he decided that he's going to change his gears. He's going to play in his usual self. He's curbed his natural instincts. He's curbed his aggression. He's played mature brand of cricket, rotated the strikes, took those singles, and waited for those loose deliveries. And in this over, he's capitalized and picked up 2 sixes and 1 4, and he'll bring up his half century. A 50 coming up of 32 balls. Highly mature and responsible knock here from Sanju Samson here. And a standing ovation here from the dugout, as well as the dressing room and the crowd here in Delhi. This time the ball just stopping on the batter and almost chipping it back towards the bowler there, just falling short of him, Karthik Sharma. That will be the end of the over. 18 runs coming off the over there. An expensive over, and that will be 96 for 2 after 12. 60 required of 48 now. The required run rate dropping to less than 7.5 there. Mitchell Starc is being brought back into the attack here, tired early, because Delhi Capitals desperately need to get a breakthrough here. Especially the wicket of Sanju Samson would be absolute gold here. This time a full delivery outside the off stump. Sanju Samson drives it through the cover regions there. 4 runs here. He's been in that kind of form, and especially he's been in that kind of rhythm in the last couple of overs, and pick up 4 straight away. That was a full-length delivery with on of a poor start here from Mitchell Starc, and with the vacant area in the way, Sanju Samson drives it perfectly between the sweeper cover and the cover field. The ball will run away to the boundary there. Straight away putting back the pressure on the Australian pacer. Delhi Capitals desperately need to see the back of Sanju Samson. They still have a chance to come back in this game, but they have to get the wicket of Sanju Samson, who's played a sensible and a mature knocker, shouldering a lot of responsibility, especially after the dismissal of Ruturaj Gaikwad. This time with an offer wide outside the off stick here. Sanju Samson, not much footwork, but he's managed to cut it past the backward point. Diving effort there from the backward point region, fielder there, and that will run away into the ball 4 there. No chance at all for the fielder there. A wonderful use of the vacant pockets in the offside there from Sanju Samson. He was keen to place it in that area, especially no footwork on that one. The ball was moving away from him, and he opened the face of the bat and guided it past the backward point, and the ball runs away for 4 runs here. 2 boundaries on the trot here. This time the ball a little too close to cut. He's tried to cut it between the backward point and the short third, but he's only cut it on the towards the backward point, and that will be a dot ball here. 52 of 46. The required run rate now dropping below 7, courtesy of those 2 boundaries of Sanju Samson. Mitchell Stark was into his run-up, and Sanju Samson was not ready, and Mitchell Stark will have to go back to his follow-through there. Run-up there, beg your pardon there. This time probably a slow ball outside the off stump. He's tried to just guide it towards the backward point. That will be a dot ball there. 129.8 clicks. Probably rolled his fingers on the ball, trying to take the pace away from the batter. Once again, rolling his fingers on the ball, full in delivery outside the off stump. He drives it towards the sweeper cover for a single there. He's made a good comeback here, especially after being taken away for 2 boundaries of the first 2 balls. The next 3 balls, just 1 run coming off it. Still 51 required of 43. CSK, can they get 2 points, or will Delhi Capitals get 2 points? This time a quick ball angling into the middle leg, and Karthik Sharma just tapping it towards the short mid wicket, and that will be a dot ball. 9 runs coming off this over here. 142.2 clicks on that one. And the previous ball, the last ball of Mitchell Stark's third here. 3 overs none for 19 for the Australian pacer, and that will be the end of the over here. 105 for 2 after 12.5, after 105 for 2 after 13, and CSK require 51 of 42 balls. The required run rate 7.12. Delhi Capitals still live, still believe they have a chance if they manage to get the wicket of Sanju Samson, because Shivam Dubey is not in form, Deval Davis is not in form, and we don't know how much Jamie Ochan can handle single-handedly, and the thing that will be stopping them from victory and defeat could be Sanju Samson here. They have to see the back of Sanju Samson as early as possible there. If Sanju Samson stays strong, as long as he's out there, he's definitely the match is going towards CSK's way. And he's thrown the last dice into the play here. Lungisani Yengidi being brought back early once again. Has Delhi Capitals desperately searching for a wicket here. The partnership 60 of 39 balls with Karthik Sharma 16 of 19, and Sanju Samson doing the bulk of the scoring there. This time he's tried to flick it away towards the deep square, but he's missed the ball, and a loud appeal here from Lungisani Yengidi as he felt that the batter was shuffling across the off stick while playing that flick shot, but he's missed the ball, and the umpire says not out, and I think they wouldn't be taking it upstairs there. Chennai Super Kings now have the liberty to take the strategic timeout at any moment of the game up to the 16th over there. Lungisani Engiri to Sanju Samson. Good ball, full length and quick and fast, and is driven it back towards the bowler. That should be a dot ball there. 2 dot balls on the trot here. Good bowling here from Lungisani Engiri. 2.2 overs, 1 for 17. He's keeping it tight once again. And straight away, Akshay Patel realizing if at all they can make a case in this contest to defend this target, he needs to get his prime bowlers because they need to get wickets. That's the only way they can make a comeback in this game. And the wicket of Sanju Samson would be absolutely gold at this moment because the CSK batters, much of them have not been amongst the runs. Deval Bravis is struggling for runs. Shivam Dubey is struggling for runs. Akil Hussain, I'm not sure how he's going to be batting out there. He's not got a decent outing with the bat. Jamie Houghton is someone who can talk the ball, but still Delhi Capitals can still have the belief in the game there. This time wide outside the off stump, and Sanju Samson had to reach for the ball. Probably that was a slow ball. Probably he rolled his fingers on the ball and is just driven it towards the cover field there. 3 dot balls on the trot here, and pressure straight away back on CSK and Sanju Samson here. Well, Sanju Samson has missed out on that ball there. The ball was wide outside the off stump. Probably a wide ball had he left it, but he thought he'll capitalize on the width and cut it between the backward point and the short third because there was empty pockets in the outfield, but he's only cut it along the ground towards the deep backward point, and straight away he nods his head there. Straight away he's disappointed because that was a wide ball and he thought that he will capitalize on that freebie, but is cut it straight along the ground towards the backward point. That is 4 dot balls on the trot here from Lungisani Engiri. Absolute gold here from Lungisani Engiri. And this time nails in a Yorker there off the inside edge. The ball's gone towards the left of KL Rahul, and Karthik Sharma will scamper for a quick single there. But Sanju Samson was little late to react for the run, and KL Rahul having a shy at the non-striker's end. But before that, I think Sanju Samson would be well within the crease there. Wonderful over here from Lungisani Engiri. 5 dot balls, 4 dot balls, and then a Yorker there. And just 1 run coming off the 5 balls, and the required run rate now climbing to 8.11 courtesy of this tight over here from Lungisani Engiri. The last ball of his third. Karthik Sharma, can he get a boundary here? That will be absolutely wonderful here for CSK. A great ball here, wonderful ball to end the over here. A slow ball off cutter, just within the wide guideline on the offside. 114.0 clicks on that one. How does he manage to execute it time and time again to deceive the batters? Comes in far, running in from all the way, and rolls his fingers in the last moment, and executing it to perfection there, and he's nailed the off cutter once again. And Karthik Sharma absolutely surprised as he leaves the ball to the keeper. That will be a dot ball. 106 for 2 after 14. 50 of 36. Just 1 run coming off that over there. Absolutely gold stuff here from Lungisani Engiri. 3 overs, 1 for 19, and his third over just giving away 1 run, with Sanju Samson having to face 5 of those deliveries there. He's managed to keep the likes of Sanju Samson quite at the striker's end. .50 of 36 balls. I think there's some injury out there on the field to some player of the Delhi Capitals, and that's the reason there's some slight delay in play, and CSK will utilize this opportunity as the Sanju Samson will rehydrate himself. It's extremely humid out there in Delhi, the capital city. Sanju Samson, despite that 5 dot balls and the 4 dot balls in the previous over, he's batting on 60 of 42 balls here with 5 fours and 4 sixes to his name. This could be a crucial over here. I'm not sure who's running into ball though. There's Natarajan there running into ball to Sanju Samson. This time Sanju Samson hits it straight over the bowler's head and in the air, but will go towards the long off for a single there as Mitchell Stark will cut it off and that'll just be a single there. Didn't hit it clean there. It was more like a slap kind of a shot, cross-batted shot, beg your pardon there. Cross-batted slap kind of a shot here, not trying to hit it through the line there. And didn't get good power behind that shot, but almost took away the umpire along the way, and the umpire had to budge away, and the ball goes towards the long off for a single there. This time Karthik Sharma, the ball keeping a tad low, shaping away from him, and he's managed to drag it along the ground towards the long on for a single there. He definitely needs to get some runs. He definitely needs to shift gears here. He's batting on 17 of 21, the young wicketkeeper batter. He's played one good stroke, one of the best strokes I saw to Kuldeep Yadav over the wide of the long off for a huge 6. But apart from that, he's not played much shots in this contest. He's been happy to play second fiddle to Sanju Samson, who was scoring the bulk of the runs in this partnership. 62 of 46, the partnership here. Here is Natarajan, this time straying down the leg. Sanju Samson hits it in the air. Once again, the ball will go over the deep square for a huge 6 here. Just wide of the deep square, to the left of the deep square leg. And it sailed over him, just clearing him for 6 runs there. The ball once again keeping a tad low. Sanju Samson did not get it as expected to the height that he was expecting there. The ball onto his body and he swivels his body and heaves it across the line and will clear the field there. Much required boundary here for Sanju Samson and CSK to release some pressure there. With Lungisani Engiri just giving away 1 run in the last over, they definitely need a big over here, at least 10 to 12 runs in this over here. This time full length delivery in the slot outside the off stump. Sanju Samson hits it over the wide of the long off region there. 2 sixes on the trot coming off the blade of Sanju Samson. What a shot here. What a knock. He's playing under pressure here. Sanju Samson, CSK has been riding on the back of him in this campaign so far, and once again he's ensured after the dismissal of Ruturaj Gaikwad, he's shouldered more responsibility, he's shouldered more authority, and he's definitely shifted his gears and curbed his natural instincts and played sensible knocks, rotating the strikes, taking the singles, waiting for the loose deliveries, and is now capitalized twice against Kuldeep Yadav, and now 2 sixes on the trot here for Natarajan there. This time a full length delivery, angling into the middle stick here. Sanju Samson is tried to hit it a little too hard, but he's dragged it along the ground as he tried to go over the offside there, but lucky there for Sanju Samson off the inside, as I think the ball will run away along the ground between the deep mid wicket and the deep square leg for boundary there. Unlucky there for the bowler there. It was a full length angling away from the right-hander, and the handle turning in his hand there. Beg your pardon there, the bat turning is in his hand. He actually wanted to go over the offside, but because his bat turned in his hand, the ball went towards the deep mid-wicket region there. No chance at all for the fielder in the deep mid-wicket. And 2 sixes and 4s. It's not been an ideal night here for Natarajan there. This time a full toss outside the off stump. Sanju Samson doesn't get it cleanly there. He sliced it just over the cover fielder Akshay Patel. And Akshay Patel will run backwards to cut the ball. And meanwhile, the batters will come back for 2 runs here. Expensive over coming to an end here from Natarajan there. 20 runs coming off that over. And that will be 126 for 2. 30 required of 30 now. Run a ball equation now. The required run rate drops to 6 runs and over. An expensive outing here tonight here for Natarajan. 29 for none of his 2 overs here, and this over definitely breaking the shackles and relieving the pressures for CSK with 20 runs coming off this over here. 126 for 2 after 15. 30 required of 30 as Sanju Samson has raced away to 79 of 47. Lungisani Engiri running into ball to Karthik Sharma. Karthik Sharma tries to play the lap shot, gets underneath the ball and he scoops it towards the fine leg region there, and he'll pick up a boundary there. Much required boundary here for boosting the confidence of Karthik Sharma. He, apart from that 6, he did not get any shots going along his way, and this time premeditated shot here. We all know that Lungisani Engiri will bowl that slower off cutter, and he shuffled across the off stick, getting low on the ground, down on one knee, and he has played the scoop shot as he falls on his back and gets up there, just reminding me of that hook kind of a fall shot by Rohan Kanai, the big West Indian legend. But that was to play the hook shot, but this time he's trying to play the scoop shot here. This time trying to bowl the slow in dipping full toss, the ball getting underneath the bat. Will it be a white ball here? We'll have to wait for the decision there. Will it going to be a white ball or is it going to be a good ball here? I think it's white ball there. There you go. It's a white ball. Just outside the white guideline there, and I think it's a white ball there. Yes, the umpires have given it as a white ball there. 26 required of 29, less than on the ball now. Karthik Sharma, Lungisani Engiri. This time angling into the right-hander. He's hewed it across the line towards the deep backward square. Kuldeep Yadav will field the ball and just single on offer here for the batters. The partnership 86 of 52 with Sanju Samson scoring the bulk of the runs and upping the strike rate. Karthik Sharma 22 of 23, happy to play second fiddle to the Indian senior pro. Happy to watch the proceedings from the other end and give the strike back to the senior pro, who's managed to take Delhi Capitals almost out of the game here. He's on 79 unbeaten of 47 balls here as Lungisani Engiri all set to run into Sanju Samson here. This time full length delivery outside the off stump, and what a wonderful shot here. Absolute touch of class there. Doesn't even try to hit it too hard. Pace on offer, using the depth of the crease as he goes back almost towards the stumps there, and getting underneath the ball and opening the face of the bat, just driving it through the covers there. Just a casual drive, doesn't even complete the full follow through, and he'll pick up 4 runs here in the empty vacant pockets wide of the sweeper cover region there. 4 runs here for Sanju Samson. Great Yorker here. This time he's managed to tuck it away from the middle stick towards the short fine, and they'll take a single there. Good ball, good comeback here from Lungisani Engiri, nailing the Yorker to perfection there. And to all the folks who have just joined in, just to let you know that this is Saurabh Vetrimurthy, the sports journalist. I'm a sports journalist, and I would like to welcome you to Sports Beyond Cancer. I've worked as a sports journalist for 8 years, 4 years in India, 4 years in New Zealand, covering various leagues and tournaments, international tournaments, even the Tokyo Olympics 2020, which happened in 2021. But unfortunately, my 5th cancer coming in at the wrong time when during my time in New Zealand, and I had to come back to India. And since the last 3 years, it's been a battle of life and death every single day with no motivation. The only motivation was to survive every single day and take one day at a time. But luckily, before the T20 International World Cup, I managed to enter the remission phase, and I thought, why not start something here on the virtual platform to fight against the universe, to fight against life, and to not give up on a passion of sports and sports journalism. I clearly agree. I'm extremely disappointed because I do not like to do it on the virtual platform. I like to be out on the ground with my camera, talking to players, taking photographs, publishing photographs, writing articles, interviewing players. But this is the best I can do. I want to fight against the universe and fight against life, and it's all been possible because of support you guys have been showing. Because during the T20 World Cup, we got a lot of support from the global audience, from West Indies, Australia, South Africa, USA, New Zealand, Sri Lanka, South Asia, and it was wonderful to receive the support of all you folks there, and it means the world to me. And they motivated me to continue this journey because they a slower ball outside the off stump, and Sanju Samson trying to taps it, run down towards the cover region there, only taps it back towards the bowler that we dot ball to end the over here. 18 required of 24, and I think 12 runs coming off Lungisani's Engedi's final over, 4 overs, 1 for 30. A good comeback here, nevertheless, for Lungisani Engedi after that injury. We all feared that it's going to be a serious injury, especially the way the ambulance came in the field the other night as he tried to take the catch of Priyan Sharia. Extremely concerns there, but we're extremely glad that tonight he's back there on the field. He's bowled wonderfully, especially the third over where he bowled 4 dot balls on the trot to Sanju Samson, and then Yorker to Sanju Samson, and just 1 run coming off the over. Wonderful stuff to see him out there in the field. Means the world for Lungisani Engedi. Wonderful to see whenever the player is coming back, because we were all equally concerned, just like you and me, after that injury when the ambulance came in the field, and there was concern for a head injury and neck injury to Lungisani Engedi, and he was straight away driven from the ambulance to the ICU there. But extremely glad to see him out here tonight. 4 overs, 1 for 30 for the big South African pacer there. So just continuing my story there, that's been my story, and it's been extremely wonderful to receive the global support of people across the country. They motivated me to continue this channel after the T20 World Cup, because I started this channel just to divert myself from the treatments and just to keep myself sane and diverted from all the proceedings of my life, the treatments, the chemos, the radiations, the therapies. I just wanted to go back to my passion. It's been 3 years since I lived that passion, because the last 3 years, every single day battle of surviving one day, and almost close to 1,000 days we were stuck in that fight. But now that we are in the remission phase, we thought we are doing something here on the virtual platform. And if at all you haven't hit that subscribe button to support our journey, just take this moment and hit that subscribe button, because that subscribe button is going to be the motivation for me to wake up tomorrow, because that's going to give me the diversion to forget my battles with my cancer and stay focused on my new journey here on Sports Beyond Cancer there. 138 after 16 overs here. The partnership 93 of 57 with Karthik Sharma scoring 23 of 24, less than another ball, and Sanju Samson scoring the bulk of the runs in the partnership, ensuring he scored, he's played 33 deliveries in the partnership, and he scored probably about 70 runs of the 33 deliveries there. Chennai Super Kings requiring 18 of 24 balls with the required run rate just 4.5. Mr. Stark into his last over, 3 overs, none for 19, running in, steaming into bowl to Karthik Sharma there. A Yorker there, wonderfully played, squeeze it away towards the wide of the third man, and they'll come back for 2 runs. Good batting here from Karthik Sharma, wide Yorker outside the off stump, and he squeezed it away towards the wide of the third man, and he'll pick up 2 runs here. Well, I had definitely lost the hopes on the universe, because come on, it's extremely common at the age of 33 to lose it all right from my dream career, which I had earned every single step, built it brick by brick, and 5th cancer coming in at the age of 30 and taking away 3 years of my life, and completely lost there, because it's a rare cancer and the insurance not supporting me because it's a rare cancer. Extremely surprised with the ways of the universe and the ways of the world and the ways of the governance across the globe there, because I thought the rare cancer should be the one that should be supported most from the governance and the governments and the world there, but rare cancers, you do not get any support from the insurance there. This time for slow delivery outside the off stump, and Karthik Sharma goes over the cover region and he'll pick up 4 runs there. Wonderful shot here from Karthik Sharma. And this time Mitchell Stark, this time he's tapped it towards the front of the cover fielder, and they'll take a single there. Just 11 required of 21 balls now. And Jagdish Patel, hi to you too. Thank you, Jagdish Patel, for your wonderful message there. Lali Joe, I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Lali Joe, hey, best wishes, really moved by what you're doing. Best wishes. Thank you so much there. That's wonderful. Definitely, that's the reason I keep telling people that's extremely makes me feel so good, especially when I get the messages, any messages regarding the game, regarding the car, regarding the sport, regarding the stream, and anything at all. And extremely thank you so much for your concern and for your lovely wishes. That means the world to me because I have been craving to have human conversations from the last 3 years. Imagine fighting for your life for every single day for the last 1,000 days, almost 1,000 days there, and to have some human conversation definitely makes me feel like a human and no more like a patient there. And that's the reason I keep requesting people to hit me up in the chat box so that I starts making me feel like a human and not like a patient or not a person who's just speaking out to a camera. It makes me feel that I'm also being heard. Wonderful to receive your messages there. Lali Joe, thank you so much. They definitely made my day with that message there. Wonderful to have you here on Sports Beyond Cancer, and thank you for your wishes there. This time Sanju Samson, he'll pick a single on the sweeper cover region and just 10 required of 20 now. This time angling down the leg, he's tucked it off his pads towards the deep backward square for a single there. It's come down to 9 digits here, single digits here, beg your pardon there, not 9 digits, beg your pardon there, 9 runs, I mean, 9 of 19 now. 85 of 51, 31 required of 9 of 19 for CSK. 147 for 216.5 overs of CSK with this 2 points will get into the double figures in the points table here. The Stool is slowly trying to make a case to storm into the top half of the count table there. This time Sanju Samson tries to go over the top, hasn't timed it well. Will this be taken here? Just going through the hands of Akshay Patel, who had to run back from the mid-off region. The ball, he had to run towards the ball, but I think it's gone through his hands, and Sanju Samson, it was a tough task there. It was a little too away from him, but still catchable at this level, and Sanju Samson will come back for 2 runs here. 149 for 2 after 17. 7 required of 18 now. That is the equation. And I would definitely love to get back onto the field just like olden times with my camera, taking those pictures, publishing those pictures, interviewing athletes, conducting interviews. But I still have 18 to 20 months of treatment left with the tissue reconstruction surgery to be planned in sometime around August. And then the grafting surgeries and the flap reconstruction. So definitely, and the recovery and rehabilitation is probably going to take 1 more year because I've been through the entire course of the treatments, especially in this 5th cancer. It has been extremely stubborn, but it did not realize that I have been even more stubborn because I did not give up at any point of time because I wanted to fight against it and I wanted to live the life to the fullest here. And despite all the odds, I kept the hopes alive, and it's all been possible because of the motivation you guys gave with the recent times during the T20 World Cup to continue me. Because the one thing that was affecting me was that I'm not being able to live my passion for sports in the recent past 3 years. This time a slow ball angling into Karthik Sharma, and Karthik Sharma goes downtown and goes over the long on there, and that's a huge 6 here coming off the blade of the Karthik Sharma there, and that will mean the scores are level now. Wonderful pickup shot here from Karthik Sharma, getting under the ball and hitting it over the long on region there. And a huge 6 here for Karthik Sharma. Definitely he's growing with every single game. We saw him score his maiden half century in the last game, and tonight he's had to curb his instinct. He's had to play that second fiddle to Sanju Samson, especially when Sanju Samson is in that kind of rhythm there. And that will, well, the partnership is crossed 100 way a long time ago. The partnership is now 110 of 65. Beg your pardon there, I did not realize on that one. 110 of 65, the partnership here. Natarajan, not his day tonight here. It's been an off day for the pacer there. 2.2 overs, none for 35. Well, we are almost on the edge of the end of the stream. We have just had 3 subscriptions during the entire course of the stream there. We would have loved to have at least a minimum of 10 to 15, but unfortunately only 3 people hitting the subscribe there. This time a little shot and Karthik Sharma pulls it along, and the ball will run away past the mid-on fielder and will race away into the boundary towards the long on region there. 4 runs there. And Chennai Super Kings winning by 8 wickets and 2.4 overs to spare there. 8 wickets and 2.4 overs to spare. That will be a big win here for Chennai Super Kings, and they will definitely raise this victory, because this game was extremely crucial for them, and with that 2 points they'll ensure they go into the double digits in the points table there. A wonderful outing here for Chennai Super Kings, completely outplaying the Delhi Capitals tonight here. What a wonderful game here for Sanju Samson once again. Tonight we saw a different side of Sanju Samson. In the earlier couple of hundreds and half centuries, we saw the lethal Sanju Samson, who takes on the ball right from the word go. But because tonight Ruturaj Gaikwad did not have a good start and he fell early, and CSK were in that kind of a trouble, and he definitely had to change gears and had to curb his natural instincts and his natural game. He rotated the strikes, waited for the opportunities. He was almost left in a runner ball at one stage, and he was calm. He did not panic, waited for the loose deliveries, and then capitalized on the over of Kuldeep Yadav, and then waited and capitalized on the over of a couple of overs from Natarajan, and then the couple of boundaries coming off Lungi Sani Yangiri, and that couple of fours coming off Mitchell Stark, and then he waited for those loose balls, and he's displayed a true character, and he's also shown that T20 is not only about hitting those big 6s and 4s. It's much more about than that. It's about having that situational awareness and playing as per the need of the hour, and then to stay patient and wait for your opportunities and take those calculated risks, because even the bowlers will tend to do mistakes on occasions, and he has definitely ensured he's waited for that patiently, and he's ensured he's punished them, and he, along with Karthik Sharma, has taken the team across the line. Once again, a good outing here for Karthik Sharma. He was catching up on the strike rate, most times playing less than a ball, but he was playing smartly, because when Sanju Samson got into the rhythm, the kind of shot Sanju Samson was playing and the way zone Sanju Samson was batting it, he was happy to play second fiddle, rotate the strike, and watch the proceedings of Sanju Samson from the other end. The best seat in the house is to watch the proceedings from the other end of the wicket there, and he's once again stayed across and completed the game for CSK. Even in the last game, he's managed to finish the game with the boundary, and he stayed till the end with his maiden 50, and tonight he's batted wonderfully, unbeaten on 41 of 31, giving that crucial partnership with Sanju Samson. 114 runs, unbeaten partnership of 66 for the third wicket as they take CSK across the line. And Karthik Sharma, he's definitely happy, pumping his fist in the air. He's done it on the second occasion, 2 games on the trot. He's hit the winning runs, and no wonder the youngster would definitely be happy. There was a lot of critics asking him for the kind of valuation. He was easily providing the kind of valuation for the 14.2 crores that Chennai Super Kings paid to procure his services to the yellow team there, to the Chennai Super Kings team, they beg your pardon there. And they definitely he would be extremely anxious and nervous as an youngster, an uncapped youngster, and walking in such big fields, and a lot of pressure on your back, and a lot of critics across social media and journalists and everyone questioning CSK's decision to pay such huge amount for the youngster. I think definitely it's going to take time for him to adjust and cope up, but definitely he has the potential, the skill sets, especially those 2 shots of Mitchell Santner over the wide of the long off for 6s, and tonight that 6 against the likes of Kuldeep Yadav, one of the best Chinaman bowlers in the world, and that shot, probably the shot of the game for me, to be honest there. And CSK winning this game by 8 wickets and 2.3 overs to spare, beg your pardon there. And to all the folks who are just waiting to look at the scorecard, just give me a second, I just forgot about that. Just gonna put up the scorecard here. Sanju Samson unbeaten on 87 of 52 balls, 7 fours and 6 sixes, 167.31, absolute gem of a knock here from the wicket-keeper batter there. Ruturaj Gaikwad, once again, not a good start here. He got 250s on the trot, but not his night tonight here. 6 runs of 13 balls, was caught trying to flick the ball off Lungi Sani Yangiri in the deep backward square. Uril Patel got a start, a couple of 6s, crucial 6s, especially to end the power play and give that kind of a spur for CSK as they were lacking behind the strike rate. of sixes definitely at the last 2 balls of the power play definitely gave them that momentum going into the middle phase of the game, but it was stumped off the wonderful ball of Akshay Patel, trying to forcing him to drive through the covers and drawing him out of the crease, and KL Rahul just took 0.24 seconds to whip the bails off in a flash, reminding the likes of Mahendra Singh Dhoni behind the wicket, and he was stumped, and Karthik Sharma walked in at number 4, and he started steady, and then he's ensured once again he stayed till the end of the game to take CSK across the line. Probably is he the new Dhoni that we are seeing. He's finished the game in the last game, he's finished the game in this game. Definitely some glimpses of Dhoni there, especially his defense, where he puts his bat a full forward stride in front of his bats there. That is exactly the kind of defense that Dhoni plays, putting his bat in front of the bats, and then not having the traditional technical defense, but the jab kind of a stop kind of a defense there. Similar kind of a defense there from Karthik Sharma there, just trying to get some reminiscences from Dhoni there. And in the bowling charts here, Mitchell Starc 4 overs, none for 30. Akshay Patel 4 overs, 1 for 25. Wonderful bowling there. Lungi Sani, great to see him come back after the injury. 4 overs, 1 for 30. Kuldeep Yadav, expensive 3 overs, none for 34. And Natarajan, expensive tonight here. Not his outing tonight here. 2.3 overs, none for 39. The 114-run partnership for the third wicket of 66 balls takes CSK across the line as they get into the double figures in the points table here. A much required him to boost the confidence of CSK. But Delhi Capitals will once again have to go back to the drawing rooms and see what they can do to get back to winning ways there. And extremely surprised tonight here, just like one of the followers tonight asked us in the question there. I think thank you so much there. Thank you and bye to you too. Hope you have a wonderful night and hope you take care of yourself too. I think it was Fago who asked why would DC bat first. I exactly had the same questions. Even Ruturaj Gaikwad letting the presenter know at the start of the game, the presenter know at the start of the game that I'm extremely happy to chase. I'm extremely happy that Delhi are batting first. I'm not sure why Delhi Capitals won the toss and they had the ball in their court, and I was surprised the reason behind they choosing to bat first. Extremely surprising. And well, there you go. That's the end of the story here. Tonight we have one more good game coming down the tomorrow. As let me just look at a schedule there. It's Sunrisers Hyderabad who's going to be hosting Punjab Kings. It's going to be a belter of a contest. We clearly understand it's a batter's paradise out here in the Rajiv Gandhi International Stadium, and both these teams definitely bank heavy on the batter, bank heavily on the top order there. The powerful top order there. It's going to be a wonderful contest, but unfortunately it's going to be a nightmare for the bowlers there. We clearly understand it's a flat track out there in Rajiv Gandhi International Stadium, and the fans will be in for a treat for 6s and 4s, but I hope definitely there's a shift around in the near future where we can try to bring more balance between bat and ball here. Sanju Samson, he's definitely been the architect of CSK's batting lineup. He's been the backbone whenever he bats, and whenever he bats deep, he's definitely ensured that he's taken CSK across the line. And tonight, Karthik Sharma, a lot of positives for Karthik Sharma there in the last game, notching up his maiden half century, and tonight once again unbeaten to take the team across the line. So he's done it 2 games on the trot to take the team across the line, and tonight he's been extremely privileged to have the service of Sanju Samson at the other end. He's got the liberty to take his time and spend some time out there in the middle, as Sanju Samson took care of the strike rate and the required run rate, and is batted in that kind of fashion here. Sanju Samson, he's played his heart out in this contest. He scored 87 runs of 52 balls with 6 6s and 7 4s, the strike rate of 167.31, and that should do here for CSK. And just let's look at the points table there. CSK will not go up in the table. They'll still be in the 6th place with 10 points to the name, and Gujarat Titans also tied. Gujarat Titans and Rajasthan Royals tied at 12. Gujarat Titans, well, what a wonderful table we have on the cards here. The likes of RCB, Sunrisers Hyderabad, Rajasthan Royals and Gujarat Titans all tied on 12 points here. And CSK will definitely live it with themselves to have lost that game against Sunrisers Hyderabad, but by a mere margin of 10 runs there. They should have definitely gone across the line in that game, but unfortunately in the end they failed to get across the line, and that 2 points will definitely hurt CSK. I'm not sure if it's going to be the difference between them qualifying into the playoff or not. That could turn out to be the game that CSK should have got across the line there. But nevertheless, tonight CSK have got the win, and they'll be slipping a happy faces there in both the camp and also the fans across the globe and also in Chennai there. And that should be the end of the stream here tonight. I hope you had a wonderful time out here watching the stream, and if at all you loved watching the stream, if at all you love, to the people who can afford to contribute towards my commentary and who have felt it is good, you can kindly scan the QR code that's provided on the stream, and you can contribute towards my commentary if at all you felt the commentary was good, and if at all you felt want to contribute towards my battle. And to the people who cannot contribute to UPI towards my journey and battle, you can definitely share it with your friends and family, and that support will mean the world to me. And you can also hit that subscribe button there. That subscription will mean the world, because every single subscription will give me that power, will give me that motivation that I'm doing the right thing, I'm doing it in the right spirits, and will give me the motivation to wake up and divert myself from the battles that I've been going through on the other side of my life here. So with that said, hope you're doing good, and this is your very own Saurabh Murthy, a former sports journalist, currently battling my 5th cancer at the age of 33, and bringing you the stream. And we brought you the stream live here from the Arun Jaitley Stadium here in Bangalore in New Delhi. Tomorrow we'll be live here from the Rajiv Gandhi International Stadium as Sunrisers Hyderabad will be hosting the Punjab Kings here. It's going to be an exciting contest tomorrow. We'll be eagerly waiting for all you folks and to join us on the stream once again. And we also hope you bring across your friends and community and your family members, and you also ask them to subscribe, so that we start to build a bigger community out here on Sports Beyond Cancer, where we celebrate sports, embrace losses, and also relish comebacks and resiliences there. That's what sports does to you. We want to watch sports in the right spirits, because sports is all about bringing positivity and development to the community, and that's what we want to do through this channel here. We want to bring in the right frames of fan culture there. We do not want to indulge in toxic fan culture, which has been lately on the growth in the social media, especially in many other streams. They've spread hatred and mock players just to get that engagement going, fan battles, toxic fan battles going between fans, and that gives the streamers the engagement, and that gives them the revenue, because the revenue increases, because the engagement increases in the chat box, because Virat Kohli fans fight against Dhoni fans fight against Kohli fans, Rohit Sharma fans fight against Kohli fans. They put in derogatory images, mock players. Come on, man, this is not how the sports fan culture should have been heading. It's extremely disappointing for me to come back to India after 4 years and look at the kind of toxic fan culture that's been building in India lately in the social media platforms. People are ready to mock their international stars, international legendary players, and create such derogatory memes, all just to satisfy the ego, and just to put a case in favor of their favorite player. They're absolutely ridiculous. And what's more surprising is that they themselves call themselves as die-hard fans of Virat Kohli, die-hard fans of this team, this club, that team. But let me tell you honestly, these guys are disgrace to the sport, and these guys are spoiling the culture of the sporting culture, fan culture. That it's extremely toxic, and we are trying to change that. We are trying to build in a positive environment here, because we as sports fans have the responsibility to keep the sports in the right spirits, and we at Sports Beyond Cancer are trying to keep it at the highest professional level, and we are trying to build a quality kind of crowd here, community here, where we love sports, embrace losses, and celebrate sports in the right spirits, and use sports as a catalyst to promote development in the community and encourage youth to participate in sports. And that is how sports grows across the community, and we want sports to spread that kind of positivity and not any hatred and not any negativity. That is extremely uncalled for. That is extremely the opposite reason why sports was started in the first place there. With that said, hope things are clear out fair for you, and if at all you haven't hit that like and subscribe, kindly hit that like and subscribe button there. This is your very own Saurabh Murthy, a sports journalist, will be bidding adieu. To the people watching the stream from this part of the globe, extremely thank you, and wishing you a good night. And to the people watching this stream from the other side of the globe, they're wonderful to have you, the global fans, log into the stream tonight here. It means the world to me, and hope you have a good day, and we'll be catching back for tomorrow's action there. Stay safe and have a wonderful time with your family there. And this is your very own Saurabh Murthy, signing off from Sports Beyond Cancer.